Some randev is first to the stream.
Day everyone, welcome back to the stream. How is everyone doing? Wait, what is it? What is happening? Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff happening. Welcome everyone, glad you're here.
Reap says art and media.
Absolutely.
On the double, lest you forgot.
Absolutely on the double. We will definitely take a look at art. Absolutely, 100%. You gotta give it. I just got here. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. And welcome, everyone. Welcome. I am happy to see you all here. Very exciting stuff. Some random. I love the monologue you were on right before the stream started. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And I am so glad that you thirst for the first. That is a beautiful saying. No, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. Maybe I'll have to do something with that. That's a good time. Let's see really quickly. For some reason, things seem quiet on my end. Hold up. What the freak am I trying to search for? Services, that's what I want. Give me them services. I'm just gonna come over here and we're gonna find Windows Audio. All right, things may go weird for like 2 seconds, so if anything goes weird, I am so sorry. Hello? Okay, all right, that's back. Oh, that's not working. Uh-oh. What did I do? What did I do to the music? Hold up. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Let's see here. Media player. Run media player. What if I Ah, crap. What have I done? Oh no, what have I done? Alright, we're gonna close media player and we're gonna reopen media player and see if I can get the music back. 2 seconds. I am a professional here. Just 2 seconds. You play. Oh, okay. All right. That's back. That's good. That's big. That's good. So I'm gonna put you at like negative 14 decibels. 14 and a half. Let me know if that's too quiet or too loud. Okay. All right. That should be good. Now, the one thing that I'm going to be very sad about if this doesn't work correctly is the next time there's a text-to-speech. If there's another text-to-speech and it just doesn't do anything, then we've got even bigger problems. What happens if I do, let's see, what happens if I do this? Come over here, do a little bit of dish. Let's do... Uh-oh. Hold up.
Nice.
Okay, good. Whew. Okay, so those are working. I don't know if the text-to-speech is going to work, but we'll find out. Time will tell.
Scoil says, test, check.
There we go. Test, check has worked absolutely fantastically. Scoil, thank you so much for that. I do appreciate that. All right, everybody, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Sorry for that rough start with the audio. That was good times. Good times right there. I don't know what's going on with this bruh. Don't know, but I like it. It is a good time. So good times there. There's for the first. Cameron says, why? I know, freaking some random. You are just way too fast. Scoiled, welcome. Hello, welcome. Glad to see you here. And we've got a deleted by moderator. What's going on here? Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I think I'm pretty sure, and I still haven't actually gone to check. I think there's some filter going on with, like, I think it's like if it's 11 of the same emote that get posted one after the other, I think it marks it as spam. I still need to go in and see what's going on there. It just happens so irregularly that, like, I always forget, but I do need to do that. Let's see, what do I got here? Sumran Dev is currently on a 55 stream streak. Sumran Dev, thank you so much. Holy smokes, 55 is absolutely wild. And I appreciate you being here, so thank you. Thank you for sticking with me for 55 streams in a row. That is absolutely wild, and I do appreciate that. So thank you, thank you. I did it. I got a 55 watch streak. I love my 55 watch streak because it is unique to me and no one else. Maybe in the past or future, someone gets a 55 watch streak on Moonwood Games streams. But for today and today alone, this streak number is uniquely mine, and it makes me so happy. Hooray! That is very, very exciting, very happy stuff. And that is true. That is true. That is very uniquely yours today and today only. So congratulations. Unless, of course, someone else is watching who is also on a 55-day stream streak, which that'd be wild. That'd be wild if someone else was. I kind of want someone else to be. Just for the meme. Just for the meme. But no. You are special and you are unique, Sumrandev, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for streaking here in the stream 55 times in a row. I do appreciate it. Remember, everybody, if you're going to streak anywhere, make sure to streak here in the stream. So thank you. Thank you for that. Let's see, Nemo Faye has got some panda twerking and some wiggles, and I appreciate that. Thank you. And good morning to you as well. Mellow Jello, hello, welcome to the stream. Glad you are here. We got ourselves some dancing dinos from Scoiled. Amateur, whatever you said, second creature, say. Test, check. Let's see, we got some 07s. We got hello everyone from Dazu. Hello Dazu, welcome. Yeah, I got too generous with my amounts. Fair. I mean, that's fine. I just need to go turn that off. I don't know how or why it got turned on. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Hello everyone, and Dazu, welcome Scold, welcome, glad you're here. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Moonwood, may I ask you to show the good people of the stream my post? It was by Syntax. Absolutely. It was in art, right? And over on YouTube, we've got Brian Frankfurt says, what's up, Moonwood Games? Brian, welcome. I'm glad to see you here. Hopefully life is going well for you. I feel like on the last stream when you commented, I took a little bit too long to respond to your messages. So hopefully this is a little bit faster this time, and hopefully I did not answer after you've gone. I hope so. Fingers crossed. But welcome. I'm glad you're here. It's in general. Okay, all right. Let's go. I'm sure that I did see it. Oh yeah, this one. I realize my hair looks like this man's hair. Fire Force. Is it bad that I don't know? I don't recognize this person. Maybe I have not seen the anime, but I do not recognize this individual. That is kind of fun. Your hair looks basically exactly like this. Kind of jealous. Maybe one day my hair will grow back out again. But for now, I'll just have to sit here and wish and want. I like that, though. I like that. I'm also, I don't know how I'm... Arthur Boyle? I don't know who that is. I still don't know who that is. I'll have to look him up. Again, yes, I have. Actually, have I not said this on stream? I swear I would have said this on stream, but I guess I hadn't. Yeah, I am not cutting my hair at all this year. The last haircut I got was like December sometime. I cut my hair sometime like towards the end of last year, and I was like, you know what? I'm not cutting my hair at all for the rest of this year. So there we go. We're gonna see what I look like in December of this year. So we'll see. We've still got another, what is it? 6 months, 7 months, 8 months? 8 months to go. 7.5 months. I do be a chicken. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in 7.5 months. Maybe it'll look great. Maybe I will look terrible. Who knows? But yeah, so that's my goal, is to not cut my hair. I was going to say shave my head. I've never shaved my head. I'm not going to cut my hair at all this year. So we'll see what happens. 6 month, 7 exactly. It's like, 6-7 months, something like that. 6-7 month mentioned. I also don't know how I missed this, but I love what's going on here. I also don't remember what I was even talking about or doing, but I guess I do pull that face every now and then, don't I? It's the quizzical moon. Quizzical moon. That's what you don't see on the dark side of the moon. It just looks like that all day, every day. And then whatever is going on here. The freaking Susmbrow. I love it, but I hate it. The slurp incident. Oh. Wait, what's this? What's the slurp incident? Now I feel like we got it. We got to see this. What's going on here? We got to see. All right, hold up. Give us a pause. No, it's happening. We're looking at it. We're seeing what's going on here because I gotta see. I gotta know.
I'm still thinking about how it would be. I still think the Gooblers are like, in my head, the Gooblers are like my minions.
That's true.
And I'm like an evil mastermind. It's basically Despicable Me, and I'm despicable, and y'all are the me's. You know what I mean? You want to say you picking up what I'm putting down?
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
When I'm shitting out. But
yes.
Exactly. I'm glad we're on the same wavelength, Moonwood.
We are.
So I think the lore is I constructed you all, and I observe as don't.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
No. Put that message back in your mouth, Moonwood. No, I don't know I don't know where that came from.
Oh, it's beautiful. That is. Oh, I'm so glad you got it. I am so glad you got it. That was the greatest clip of all time. So good. Oh, so good. I'm so sorry, Summerend, but it's too good. It's too good. We definitely are slurping up, so you know, good times there. So thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you got that. I put a bunch of keywords in my Discord emojis so I can find them easier. Oh, I like that. That's a good way to do it. No, this is not safe for work for Moonstream. Well, it happened anyway, so if anyone's gonna get offended, I'm so sorry. Looking at the viewers on YouTube, I'm assuming that my mother is not watching, so we're fine. We're fine. Everything's all right. Let's see here. We got some skulls. We got some me sweat. The stream on consciousness cannot be contained on stream. I mean, that's true. That's true. Sometimes I do and say things that I'm just like, what am I doing and what am I saying? The stream of consciousness cannot be contained. I knew what you meant, but you see, my stream of consciousness was not untamed. It wasn't contained. And anyway, sorry, I haven't had my Coke yet, so I'm still getting my wheels turning. Stream is an overstatement. It's more like several puddles. I stream, yes, it is definitely more puddles. Understandable, yeah. I was thinking about it today, and I was like, I need some more caffeine in my life if we're gonna make it through till midnight. So here we go. We got more caffeine in my life. That'd be a trip for sure, 100%. Okay, and then let's get over here. Let's take a look at art and see what's going on over here. I do have to say, I gotta pull this up just because I was shocked, blown away, and just, oh my gosh. This is the first of the Moonwood Games fan art. Now, it's not the first of like the Tomb of Vercilias fan art. We have received Tomb of Vercilias fan art before, but I believe, and if I am wrong on this, I am so sorry, but I'm like 99% sure this is the first of the Moonwood Games art, and it is just absolutely fantastic. I love it so much, and I do appreciate it. So thank you. I feel like I need to get a purple hoodie now. I feel like that's what I need in my life now, is a purple and gold hoodie. It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. Oh my gosh. Okay. Isaiah Nerd, for a second, because I saw your message that said 6-7, I thought for sure it was saying that you were on stream streak 67, and I was like, oh my gosh. It was absolutely beautiful. Still, 7 stream streak is absolutely fantastic and wild, and I do appreciate you watching for 7 streams in a row. Thank you so much for that. I do appreciate this. So thank you for streaking here in the stream. Remember, everybody, if you're gonna streak anywhere, make sure to streak here in the stream. So thank you. Yes, this art looks so good. I love it. I like just everything about it, like just the details down to like the RPG Maker engine right there. I absolutely love the very JavaScript. Magic equals going here. The very magic JavaScript does go there 100%. And then of course, you just make me look so much more friendly and happy than I really am. I feel like I've got to look more friendly and more happy, and maybe I should not be wearing black. I gotta wear purple. I gotta wear purple on the stream. Gotta make it happen. If I'm gonna go with purple on the whole UI, I've gotta dress up in the purple. So there we go. There we go. Yeah, this art looks so good. More coffee, more life. Exactly. Oh my, really? I'm like 99% sure. Because again, here's the thing. We did, because I do remember this. I do remember getting fan art for Tomb of Vercilias a while ago, and I'm pretty sure that I posted about it on here. I don't remember where to see it. I think I made a post about it. Posts. I have not posted much, have I? I like how the posts just kind of show what I used to try and do. I tried to make memes for a while. I was like, maybe that'll get people. Didn't really get people. Posted about anytime I was getting new subscribers. That was pretty exciting stuff. I swear that I posted it here. And if not, oh my gosh. How long ago was this? 11 months ago. Oh my gosh, everybody. I'm pretty sure that was my last devlog. Devlog 6. And that's almost a year ago. Should I make a devlog for the 1 year anniversary of since the last devlog? I think I should. I really think so. Anyway, yeah, so I'm pretty sure. Oh, look at that. Look at that back when I had short hair. And me beautiful wife. Anyway, yeah, so I don't remember, but I'm like 100% sure we have gotten fan art of Tomb of Vercilias, but I think this is like the first of the stream. So, Squilled, I appreciate that. Thank you. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Beautiful stuff, and it looks fantastic. So thank you for making that, for posting it. Absolutely beautiful, and I do. Thank you. Okay, where did I leave off on? Okay, oh really? Poggers. We got the 7 stream streak. I love the Doodle RPG MV toolbar. It is so good. So good. I kind of want to mod my RPG Maker just to include all these icons. That's really good. Moonwood merch store. I mean, technically, there is technically one. It's just not good as of right now. Not good. Yeah, go to shopping. So technically, I did set up a merch store, and I just kind of threw my old logo on there on just like literally everything that was on here. Like literally everything that I could. I was just like, sure, shirts, hats, hoodies, everything, aprons. So I guess if you want the old Moonwood Games logo, I mean, it's still, I guess, technically the current one. It's just not purple or yeah. So I do need to update it. I need to update it and make it a little bit better. Maybe throw a couple chickens on there. Anyway, so it is technically there. But it's not good. It's not good. I do appreciate anyone who has purchased things. Axel, I know that you purchased something, and I am very appreciative, but I know that I need to update it just a little bit to make it a little bit better. Thank you so much for showing it on stream. I'm glad you liked it. I love it. I love it. And I was the instant that I saw it, I was like, I need to show this on stream tonight, 100%. Playing create mod for Minecraft. Ooh, what is the create mod? Create Minecraft create mod. Welcome to create a mod offering a variety of tools and blocks. Oh, this is just offering. You may need to explain what is the create mod. You look always friendly though. I appreciate that. Thank you. I try to look friendly. I guess I look friendly unless I'm running into errors in my code. Then I am very sad. Very sad. So I appreciate that, Squirrel. Thank you. Calling me impressed. You do good stream banner art. True. That is a good, great point. That's an absolutely fantastic point. If only we got devlog 7, then we could say we have devlogs 6, 7. That's true. Maybe that will be what is so fantastic about the next one, is because it would then finally complete and it'll be devlog 6 and 7. That could be the case. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, please. I'm begging. I will, I promise. Beautiful stuff going on. Purple hoodie. True. I do need to do a purple hoodie. That's got to happen. All right. We got to make that happen. Chicken hoodie. I mean, so many things I got to do. I want a shirt with a full resolution image of your salute. I don't know how I was going to pronounce that saluting emoji. Nobody wants, no, you don't want that. You really don't want that. You do not want the full resolution of me giving the salute. I promise you don't. But maybe I'll just throw it up there I'll make it a limited time thing, right? I'll be like, all right, it's gonna be up here for a week. Get it while you can. You know, I'll just do the typical YouTuber tactic where it's like, when it's gone, it's gone. So get in there. Just like artificially create scarcity. There we go. Black shirt with a pocket, and inside said pocket, there's a... That would be funny. Yes, what? Yes. Okay, all right, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm calling your bluff. I'll do it. I want one that has a bunch of your iconic moments. Salute, milk, whatever this is. Maybe for that one, since there's 2 frames, on the front, it would just be giant front and center, and it would be with the mouth open. On the back, it would be the mouth closed. And then you just spin really fast, and then you could, you too could emulate the yapping emote. Be good times. It'd be good times. And then, of course, this absolutely a fantastic banger right here. Beautiful stuff. Look at all that detail. Fantastic. I love it. Moving on down from Son of the Fox, we've got this beautiful scene right here. Absolutely fantastic. Love it, love it. And then Cameron, we've got, she is Infernal Moth Girl. Ooh, ooh. Creepy and beautiful at the same time. I don't know why. I don't know why this is like so unsettling to me. Because like in my head, I'm seeing like socks. But I know, at least I'm pretty sure they're not socks. And I think that's what's like unsettling in my mind. But beautiful stuff. Absolutely fantastic. Nice work right here. Fantastic. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Love it. Oh, wait. Whew. It's close. It's close. Okay. All right. I'll cut up. Love your work. Ooh, ooh. Thank you. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I second that as well. Second it. It is beautiful. Beautiful stuff, Faye. Absolutely fantastic work. Okay. Oh, wait. Create mod is a mechanical design mod. Oh, okay. All right. That's kind of cool. I like that. I like it. Like it takes up the whole front of the shirt. I could do that. I would be down for a sticker of you, but I don't think I have the aura to wear your face. I don't know how I would feel about people walking around with my face. Even if we were like massive channel, I still don't think I could handle knowing there would be someone out there walking around with a shirt with my face on it. But if that's what some randev wants, that's what some randev gets. I don't know, maybe. But maybe a sticker. Maybe I'll do stickers. Maybe that could be a good time. Maybe a pin. I'll do some pins. Showing at the function dressed as Yapping Man would be peak. You would literally just have everyone there be like, what the freak is that? Who is this? Who is this guy? And you'd be like, you don't know? You don't know who Moonwood is? That's how you know who your real friends are. If someone doesn't know who I am, they're probably a normal person. But that doesn't mean you can be friends with them. It means you got to introduce them to me. And I to them. Vice versa, as one might say. As the French would say, vice versa. Is that French? Now I have to know. Where does vice versa come from? Oh, it's Latin. I should have known that. I should have known that. I was homeschooled, all right? Don't judge me. You can't judge me. The feet are not socks. Yeah, that's what's unsettling to me. Because in my mind, I see socks, but I also know they're not socks. Okay, that is understandable. No, if you don't want that, don't release the shirt. I might do it though, just for you. I might. Logo pin would be cool. See, I might go that direction. And I don't have money. That's fair. That's fair. I'm gonna try and get it as low as possible. If there was an RPG Maker convention and I was attending, I would totally wear your face. I would appreciate that. I don't know if are there conventions for RPG Maker? I feel like some randev, you would probably be in the know the most about this. If there's ever a convention, I need to go. I need to. I don't check my wardrobe. I was just telling Toasty about an experience I had today with reactions to me wearing Toasty merch. Really? Oh my gosh. What happened? Wait, what happened with you wearing Toasty merch? Just throwing whatever shirt on top of the pile. That's fair. That's fair. I wish there was an RPG Maker convention. I would go and feel famous. You would be extremely famous there. Holy crap. I would want to walk around with you just so I could see you, like, the way you react to everybody being like, some randev, it's some randev, and everybody just crowding you. It'd be a good time. I would love to watch that in person. We need to make it happen. We should start a petition. Try to get an RPG Maker convention going on. Jesse says, hi, welcome, Jesse, welcome. Glad you're here. How did the OS install go? How did everything go for that? Hopefully everything got installed and is working well. I hope. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Okay, everybody. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Really quickly, because I'm going to do this for the first time, like ever, not being prompted, we are going to do a coin flip. So let's come down here and we're going to start a prediction. Starter here, we're going to do a heads or tails coin flip. So remember, everybody, it's 5 minutes on the clock. Make sure to get your guesses in if you think it's going to be heads or tails. Remember, it's best 2 out of 3. And yeah, so fingers crossed that you will win, whichever one you pick. Did you see my Minecraft screenshot? I did not. Where'd you put it? The creator corner? Rust detected. The new UI stuff seems so cool. I'm going to make something with it eventually. Yeah. I won't, because I'm terrible. But yeah. RQ, anyone know how to code a very crude health system in Python? This is what I got so far. While count less than 5, damage dealt to the player. How much damage did you take? Looks good to me. I said that because I don't know Python. So if I did, I might have more notes, but I don't know Python, so I cannot help with that. I'm so sorry. But I will add a 100 here to let people know that they should look at it. If there's any Python wizards out there, let me know if this is correct. Yeah. Let me know. Or I guess, let syntax know. Let syntax know if that is correct. I have points to burn now. Well, you can put those points to a good use. You could maybe get even more points to burn. Media? Okay, all right, let's go take a look at media. Actually, I worry about media. Have I? Okay, so I am caught up on media. Cool. Whew. My Minecraft spot. Oh my gosh. That is extremely heavily modded. Holy smokes. That or I haven't seen Minecraft in a very long time. I'm assuming it is heavily modded, because that looks so cool. I like that. That is beautiful stuff. I need to play Minecraft again, I've decided. I gotta make it happen. I've got to make it happen. There's an important Virginia referendum vote thing today, so I went to the voting place wearing Toasty's shirt that says, I wish I was playing a fishing minigame, and all the chicken people were clowning on me saying, Lamau, sorry you had to vote today instead of playing a fishing game, and I became a whole Okay, that's actually really funny. I like that. I feel like you could apply that to basically anything in life. But I mean, especially with voting, DMV, anything government related, you could 100% just wear that and everyone would just be like, yeah, I feel that. Shaders plus custom biomes. Well, it looks absolutely fantastic. Lamau, this is a great story. This is a fantastic story. I like that. I like it. Okay, everybody. Until this heads or tails is done, which it looks like we're pretty close neck and neck with the points as of right now, which is pretty crazy because sometimes I feel like it just gets absolutely crazy. Separated anyway. But anyway, so, yes, welcome. We're going to talk about some game dev stuff for the next 2 minutes until the coin flip stuff is ready. Install went fine, just took time. That's fair, that's fair. Yeah, it definitely is a long process to be able to get that kind of stuff up and going and working just the way you need it. So, totally understandable, but I'm glad you got there. I'm glad you got there eventually, and hopefully it all is going to work out for the best. Okay, so if you come in here, let me just turn down... we'll turn down the monster spawns for now. So, we were working on the random gen last time. We finally got version 2.0 working just fine, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm so glad that it's working now. So hopefully, we should get better dungeon layouts or tomb layouts. As we were going through, I'm not going to say they're... Okay, we weren't necessarily trying to get the best dungeon layouts. Some of them look kind of cool. Some of them are still kind of blocky. But that wasn't exactly the main point of all of this. The main point was to make it so that we would never run into issues with the floor layout being completely unplayable, which we have, as far as I know, we have accomplished that. Because off stream, I pulled this up and I spent about 10 minutes just sitting here refreshing this once every about 3 to 4 seconds as I would like check it, make sure everything was connected, refresh, check it, everything's connected, refresh, check it, make sure everything's connected, refresh, check it, make sure everything's connected. And I never ran into an issue with it ever generating a floor layout where there were unconnected rooms. So I think, fingers crossed, I know I'm going to say this and it's going to curse it and then something bad's going to happen, but I think we've fixed it to the point where we should never have a broken floor layout. It's absolutely fantastic. It may have some... Hold up, hold. I gotta go back. I gotta go back on that one. Hold up, hold the phone. I swear it looked like there was one that was not connected. Not like off on its own, but there was like one in the middle here-ish. Is that the one? Hold up. Okay, so that was the one where I'm saying hold up. Okay, wait. Okay, it is connected. Oh. I don't know why, but for some reason with this room here, I know it's very small on your screen, but for some reason this room right here, it looked like it had no connection. It looked like it was just like a closed off square. And that terrified me for like 2 seconds. I'm so sorry, but I had to double check and make sure because I was like, so help me. If it's broken, I'm gonna be very sad. The changing layout and maps are so fantastic. Magic stuff. Thank you, Scoil. Thank you. I like to work a little bit of magic into RPG Maker, that's for sure. What the?
Charles have just turned their way into the credits of Tomb of Vercilias.
Charles Ivy, thank you so much for that. Holy smokes, 10,000 channel points is absolutely wild. Why didn't you gamble those channel points? You could have gambled it and had 20,000 channel points. Or you could have had 0. One or the other. But congratulations, absolutely fantastic stuff. I'm going to get you in here right now. Hold up. Let me get this pulled up. And also, just to make sure and be doubly sure, it looks like you are on now a 5x in the name in the credits. Holy smokes, 50,000 channel points. That is absolutely wild. And also, it looks like you are moving up here past Coolman Chill 69, right up there to that sweet spot right there. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for watching for so long that you were able to redeem 5 times with just 50,000 channel points. So thank you for that. I do appreciate that. And you are definitely well solidified in the MVP/VIP section. So thank you for that. Thank you. Okay. Wait. Woo! I forgot to gamble. Curse my inability to focus. Oh, what? So random. That's really sad. That is really sad. But there's nothing I can do. I cannot extend its time. At least I don't think I can. Can I? Choose outcome, summary, delete. That's all I can do. Well then, sorry, but we're gonna have to flip the coin. Just cross your fingers for whatever you would have hoped you would have wanted. And then everything's gonna be good to go from there. All right, coin flip. Here we go. Here, I got freaking spell coin flip. Here we go, everybody. Everybody cross your fingers for the one you have voted for. Let's see what happens. Remember, it's best 2 out of 3. First one is Tails. We've got ourselves the Tails right here. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Congratulations on Tails. But that is not all. Remember, it's best 2 out of 3. So let's flip it again and see what happens. Maybe heads could still win it. But it is not the case. The case is that Tails has won. Congratulations if you voted for Tails. Absolutely fantastic stuff. I salute you. Very nicely done. If you voted for heads, I am so sorry. But next time, make sure do not change. As soon as, if you voted for heads this time, and if you voted for heads last time, and if you've lost voting for heads for the past however many times, I can't remember how many times Tails has won now. If you have lost every single time, do not switch up the game. Do not switch it up, because as soon as you switch over to Tails, heads is going to pull it. So just keep that in mind. But anyway, congratulations if you voted for Tails. Absolutely fantastic. Choose the outcome. We've got ourselves some Tails here. And complete, we are going to be sending 1,700 points to whoever voted for a Tails. So congratulations. Absolutely fantastic. Well done. And yeah, good times. Good times for all. Watch heads sweeping. So close, Dazu. So close. Let's see here. So let's see if Tails would win. I'm Randev. You were correct. It did win. It did win. I would have voted Tails. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. It's like all those people, myself included, who are like, dang it, I should have bought Bitcoin when it was like $20 a coin. Oh well. Oh well. No, frick. I voted for government things today, but I could not vote for what really mattered. What really mattered was this coin flip. I'm so sorry that you wasted your attention on the government voting stuff today. But next time, when you're not so distracted by the government voting, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Let's see. First time chatter, we've got Night Gaspard says, does anyone else shop at Aldi? After the 6 p.m., a lot of the remaining veggies are rotting. Is this your experience? I have not shopped at Aldi's in a while. It's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute. But I don't remember the last time that I went to Aldi's for vegetables. I'm just being completely honest. I go to Aldi's for their candy. They've got a really great selection on candy. That's why I go. That's why I go to Aldi. But that sucks. That is not fun at all. I hope that one day your Aldi's will get better and will not have rotting fruit after 6 p.m. Or what you need to tell them to do is they need to start putting a discount on the veggies at like 4 p.m. Like a heavy discount, so you can go in, get your cheap veggies, eat them before 6, and then all will be well. Be a good time. Be a great time. I hope. I've got my fingers crossed for you. Lamau, next chance is always in a future summer. Yeah, no, I might need an exorcism or something if I say something the opposite happens. I'm a huge Aldi slash little fan. Lidl? I'm guessing it's Lidl, not little. I don't think I've ever shopped at. What is Lidl or Little? I'm assuming Lidl. I've never heard of Lidl. Aldi, though, yes. I've never seen rotting vegetables. I guess it's just my Aldi. Thanks. Lau, you're welcome. First time chatter. Yes, Aldi has cool and obscure snacks and stuff for great prices. It's true. It's true. I used to go there on my lunch break at work, like, not quite every day, but at least a couple times a week. This was like 8 years ago or something like that, but it was good times. It was good times there. And yeah, but I have not really been a whole lot since then. So maybe the Aldi's that I live next to, maybe that one will also have bad vegetables. I will have to check and get back to you on that one. Okay, everybody. So, as we were saying, the random tomb generation. So that is finally working now. I believe we have finally fixed the actual spawning. So, fantastic stuff. Now we need to get the actual mini-boss in here and working correctly now. But technically, they do spawn in here. They do spawn. Everything is good to go in here. The only thing is we need to get it to the point where... Okay, that's the problem. Okay. I was like, why do things feel so broken? I was test playing some stuff earlier, and for some reason, none of my mouse clicks were working. I was like, what is happening? It's because things initialize on this screen first, and then once you're in here, then everything is interactable. So, you know, there's that. Anywho, so if we come over here, so basically here's what we need to do. I need to make it so the mini boss spawns. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Yeah, how are we gonna do this? Because basically the way that I need it to work is I need it to be the mini boss will spawn, like the room will spawn in just any room, right? But then I need you to be able to go into another room up. So we basically need to have it spawn in a room. Does the mini boss have a condition to spawn where the room has no north connection? Yes, so that is currently how all of these, so the exit is spawning like that, so it spawns here. As you can see, there's no north connection. And then down here with the mini boss, it also spawns with no north connection. And it will technically do that, I believe, on the top row as well, because, you know, there's no north connection on the top row. So if we were to then try that again, so if we come over here to room 40, of course, I went the long way around. There we go. I have the whole map explored, and I still am messing it up. Okay, so that... Oh, why did I go there? I need to go down to room 4. Okay, come on. Oh my gosh. I almost feel like it's worse exploring this thing when the map is already revealed. Okay, so let's attune to the glyph. Okay, they're right over there. Yeah, so as you can see, so this one can spawn in any room. So the pillar that has this guy in it, that can spawn in that... I did not realize that was still broken. I thought I'd fix that. Anyway, yeah, so basically, yeah, so the mini-boss and the exit will only spawn in rooms where there is no north direction. Which is how I want it technically, But I think what I want to do is, because I want you to be able to go into the room. How are we going to take this into account? I need you to... Okay, because I don't want it to just be, hey, you can only spawn the mini-boss or the exit if it's the furthest north rooms, because one, there's a chance that it may not spawn anything on this top row. It just kind of depends on what the random gen does. But then also I want it to not just be, hey, are you looking for the mini-boss or the floor exit? Just go to the top. Go all the way up there. It's going to be great. So I do want it to continue using this, but I also want you to be able to move into a new physical space when you enter here. So I guess what we need to do is we'll continue saying only spawn if there is no northern direction. The only potential issue would be if it ever happened. So here's the thing with the RNG, anything can happen. Literally anything can happen. So say, for example, if it just happened to spawn a tomb layout where it was literally just everything in this square here was filled in. So nothing in these rooms, like nothing over here. So it's just column 1, 2, 3, and 4 were completely all filled in. There would technically be nothing. None of the rooms would technically have nothing behind them except for the very top rooms. Which I guess would still mean... Okay, so that means what we could do is I could go in with the random tomb generation and just say... Actually, I think that would work. Okay, yeah, I think that would work. Okay, so here's kind of what I'm thinking, actually. I think what we'll do is we will say, don't spawn, or only spawn, because basically we're going to be combining these two. We're going to be combining the exit and the floor guardian into the same room, basically, because what's going to happen is when you enter this room here, so if I refresh this here again, and then we come over here, and I just want to go find the mini boss, or I guess technically we'll find the floor exit first. We need room 8. There we go. So yeah, so basically, if we attune and then we come, okay, so apparently we got to come all the way up here. I also want to speed this thing up too. I want to make it so you can move around faster. Anywho. Oh, wait. Okay, so this is not saying, hey, there can't be a northern connection, and then that's when it would spawn. It'll just say there can't be a way to go north. That is a bit of a problem. We can fix it. But I will have to change it. So anyway, yeah, so basically what I want to say is this room here, so like the room that I'm in right here, this will still act the same as it is now, but then what I want to say is it will only spawn this room if there is nothing one room to the north. And then when it does that, it will spawn a room one room to the north. I guess at that point, you don't technically... Yeah, you wouldn't technically have to do that. You could spawn anywhere, technically. Well... Never mind. You couldn't. No. Because again, I was going to say, you could technically spawn anywhere, but you couldn't because, let's say, for example, if the mini-boss room spawned here... and then we would then override this room here with the exit, that means you couldn't get to this room. So never mind, that it would still be problematic. So we're going to say the mini-boss room can spawn only if there is not a northern room connection, or not just if there is not a northern room at all. So not just a connection, because that's what it's currently saying right now. it's basically just saying, hey, if you cannot move north, then you can spawn the mini boss right here, because then you can kind of go through the door and it's kind of working, right? But what we want to do is we want to say you can only spawn a room that does not have a northern room. So you could spawn here, 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 here. And I guess we could technically maybe say also along this line here. But I think we're just going to say you can only spawn in a non-northern room. Yeah. Yeah. And then basically what would happen then is we would then say, okay, wherever the mini boss room spawn is, spawn the exit room directly to the north of that every single time. So you have to go through, fight the mini boss. After you fight the mini boss, you can then do the puzzle, activate the portal, get out. Okay, I think that's what we're gonna do. I think that is what we do. They're both German-based grocery stores. They have almost identical layouts. I thought for sure they were owned by the same company, but I just Googled it, and apparently not. Oh. See, I would have assumed the same thing. That's what I would have assumed. You have cola. Amazing drink for a stream. I know, right? It's gonna give me energy. That is what I need. I need some energy. So I'm drinking some Coke. So good times there. They're very similar. Lidl, I'm gonna say Lidl is just a bigger. It's just a bigger. So it's like the super center version of Aldi. Gotcha. Does the mini boss have a condition to only spawn in the northern direction? Grab a Dr. Pepper, Blackberry right now. You want to trade? Do you want my Coke Zero? I will happily take your Dr. Pepper. Anything, any Dr. Pepper, but especially the Blackberry. I'm actually kind of jealous. I grabbed these specifically because they are 0 calorie. I'm like, if I'm going to be drinking soda at 9 o'clock at night, I should probably be not drinking anything with added sugars. Dr. Pepper sounds so good. Okay, so let's do that. Lamau, why did you buy Coke instead of Dr. Pepper? I should probably, maybe I should get the diet or 0 Dr. Pepper. Maybe that's what I should do. The Dr. Pepper's also, I know they also do have 0. I don't know. Honestly, what I'm regretting is not mixing this drink. Because here's what I've discovered. If you take, and this can be applied to Dr. Pepper as well, but it also works with Coke. If you take like, if you do like 2 to 3 shots of peach and like 5 to 6 shots of vodka, so good, so good. I highly recommend it if you're of drinking age. I highly recommend it. Yeah. So that's what I would say. That's what I'm regretting right now, is that I did not mix the drink. So that's what I'm honestly regretting right now. Dr. Pepper cream soda? Do they have a cream soda? Wait, really? Oh, Mao, why did you buy Coke instead? You Americans don't know how good you have it. We don't have Dr. Pepper in here. I guess that's true. Dazu, I am so very sorry. Because, yeah. I don't know what I would do if I could never have Dr. Pepper. That would just be absolutely tragic for me. The Dr. Pepper is also 0. It is. Italians have a grudge against soft drinks with sugar. Here's the thing. I love sugar in my soft drinks, but only on occasion. And so if I'm drinking them late at night, or if I've already had a sugary soda, I don't want to have another one, because I know that it's just not good for me. I mean, to be fair, even being 0, it's still not great. But I feel slightly better about myself when I drink 0. Diet Dr. Pepper is one of the better diet sodas. It really is. It really is. But here's the thing. I don't usually like to go with diet. I like to do 0. What is the difference? I have no idea. But for some reason, the 0 tastes better than diet. I don't know what it is. It's the different chemicals they put in it, right? It's different chemicals that somehow taste slightly better. That's all right, Dev. Dr. Pepper, it just beat out Pepsi in sales in the US in 2025. That makes me so happy to hear. I'm not gonna lie, that makes me really happy. Let's go. They deserve it for being better tasting. True. To be honest, I actually despised Coke, like, only just like a year ago. Hated it. Hated the taste. Did not think it tasted very good. But it has grown on me. It has grown on me, I will say.
Night Gaspar.
Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, everybody. Let's do some game dev stuff, shall we? We come over here to version 2.0. Let's see. Okay, so we go through the whole spawning thing. Everything's good to go there. Then pass 2, yada, yada, yada. Good times there. The difference between Zero and Diet is that Diet uses only aspartame as the fake sugar, and Zero uses 2 or more different 0-calorie sweeteners, so it doesn't have the same taste. Wait. So Zero uses 2 or more. Maybe that's why it tastes slightly better, is because they're using different types of sweeteners to try and mimic that taste. I don't know, but I do feel like the Zero tastes slightly better than the Diet. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, Coke did not used to be a fan, but it has grown on me in the past year. So, you know, I guess I should say this: if I were buying these myself, maybe I'd be a little bit more choosy. But this is from work, so I just grabbed one before I headed out today. So technically, this was a $0, 0-calorie, 0-sugar Coke. There we go. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, but I guess also, to be fair, they also did have Diet Dr. Pepper in the fridge right next to it. So it really is still technically on me. Ghost food? It is ghost food. You can just drink this all day, every day, and you would never get fat. Unlike bread. Bread makes you fat. You fool. I am a fool. I don't know what I was thinking. I saw them both, and I was like, you know what? I had a Dr. Pepper yesterday. Maybe I'll go with Coke today. I'm regretting it. So much regret. So if I need a Coca-Cola, I can find you since it's growing on you. Exactly. Come find me. The Coke is just growing on me nowadays. I don't know what happened. I must have swallowed a Coke tree, and that means a lot of different things in a lot of different places. But you get the idea. I'm going to make $1 million just by selling the Coke that is growing on. Anyway, now that all this weirdness is out of the way, we're going to move on and see if we can get this thing working. Okay, so this is the actual snake itself. Wait a minute. We need to fix this too. We need to fix this. We need to fix this too. Mind blown. I thought RPG Maker was only top down. I'm glad that I blew your mind. And to be completely clear, RPG Maker can be anything you want it to be with enough grit, determination, and craziness. If you have enough crazy ideas that come into your mind, you can do whatever you would like. So this is the craziness that popped into my head, and this is the things that I make. These are the things that I make with the craziness in my head. So, yeah. Technically, like, basically all of this is just being faked. It just looks impressive. Just don't look under the hood, and it'll all be fine. Don't break the illusion, and everything will be just fine. Yeah, no, it's awesome. Honestly, like, once you learn the ins and outs of RPG Maker and you start applying JavaScript to it as well, you can make it do just crazy things. So highly recommend it. If you want to start making games, I cannot recommend RPG Maker enough. It is honestly so great as like a first stepping stone. And if you're like me and you want to keep using it 25 years later, I guess you could. But if nothing else, it is a great stepping stone. It is a great stepping stone to get into it. So here's something I did not realize. If we come down here, come over here. So pass 4. Where is it? Pass 4. Moving path carver snake. Huh. Ignore club again. Is there a club? Where's the club? What's happening? What club? What are we talking about, Cameron? What club is going on here? So, yeah, I completely forgot this was the case. So there are 4 passes. I knew there were 4 passes, but I forgot what pass 4 did. So there are 4 path passes to the actual path carver that generates the dungeon. So the first one, the club, is in my last message. Wait, what about Coca-Cola? It's growing on me? I didn't ignore that. I answered it. I went on a whole tangent about it. Or was it another one? Did I miss another one of your messages? Dr. Pepper cream soda? No, I answered that one too. I think you're calling me out for things I didn't do. I swear I responded to your messages. I may be bad, but I'm not that bad. Anyway, so yeah, so pass 1 is what is actually just creating the layout of the whole thing. So pass 1, that is what this guy's doing out here. So from here all the way down to here. Oh, you may have? I definitely did. I remember, because I went on this whole like 30-second rant about how I was going to make $1 million because Coke was growing off of me or growing on me, and I was going to sell the cans and make $1 million. So, yeah, I did. I did say that. Okay, yes. So pass 1. This is what is just creating the layout. It's not actually making it so you can get all the rooms, right? So there's that. And then pass 2. Check if rooms are blocky. So this one is just checking to see if everything that you have is going to be, if it's going to be generating blocky layouts. And these are like very blocky layouts, right? Not the blocky that we currently have, but like the blocky layouts. I might revamp pass 2 eventually, but for now it's fine. Creating room layouts pass 1. What the freak does this thing even do? What do you mean pass 1? There's like nothing here. What? So it jumps into a loop. And then it just says random spawn point. Oh. Why would this be past 1? This is literally just choosing a random spawn point. It's just saying, hey, choose a random spot to start. And then as soon as it picks one, then it says, hey, is there a room here? And then it's if there is, then it says cool. Also, all right, just a second. What is the difference in JavaScript? I know that I could probably ask some random, but I'm gonna Google this on my own. What is the difference in JavaScript between that and that? Not interested. In JavaScript, the primary difference between 2 equal signs and 3 equal signs is that 2 equal signs performs type coercion before comparing values, while 3 exclamation marks does not. That clears nothing up. Absolutely nothing up. Some randev, what is the difference between 2 exclamation marks and 3 exclamation marks? Should I ever be using 2? You should always use 3 no matter what. That's what I was thinking. So I don't know why I was using 2. I mean, I guess this was like over a year ago. So this is when I was like very first getting into JavaScript. I don't know. Loki says hello from Tokyo Disney. Loki, congratulations on being here, and congratulations on being in Tokyo Disney. I am very jealous right now. Very jealous. That sounds like an absolute blast of a time. Welcome. I'm glad that you're here. Hopefully you're having an absolutely fantastic time, not only just in Japan, but also at Disney. That is very exciting stuff. How are things going for you, for your family? Hopefully things are going well. Greetings. Did you know today is unique to me? That's true. It is unique to you. You should always use 3 exclamation marks no matter what. It's because 2 exclamation marks is the standard, is all other languages. Oh, it's the standard in all other languages. Gotcha. 2 exclamation marks does not try and make something out of what it takes. 3 exclamation marks does. Makes sense. Makes sense. And eating, so have a good stream. Well, Loki, I do appreciate you jumping in and just saying hi. I do appreciate it. Hopefully you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day at Tokyo Disney. And yeah, take lots of pictures because I want to see all the pictures when all is said and done. Yeah. And also good luck. Stay safe out there. Okay, so now we fixed that. I think we can basically say the game is done. I've added an extra exclamation mark equal sign. I mean, not exclamation mark, an extra equal sign. Was I saying exclamation marks this whole time? I meant equal signs. Moonman, I just saw the next game in the Vampire Survivor series. You might want to take a look at it. Oh no. Vampire Survivors. Oh, is it the I think I've seen this one. It's the because you got Vampire Survivors new game. It's the Turbo Wild Card. Is that the one? Yeah, so I do remember seeing this, and I was like, oh boy. But it's not exactly like Tomb of Vercilias. So we should be fine. Although I will say, this is honestly what I wish I could make. I wish that I could be making something like this. This would make me very happy to be able to make something like this. Yeah. Kind of makes me wish I started making something like this in the very beginning. But oh well. Oh well. I'm making with what I have the skills to make. Maybe on my next game I can make something more like this. But for now, I think we're going to be different enough from this game that we should be all right. Although I will say, this game looks absolutely fantastic. There's so many parts of this game that I want to make be my next game. So I'm just saying, like, I'm not exactly worried about it, just because it is pretty different from Tomb of Vercilias. But it is really cool. I do like what they've leaned into. It looks like Wolfenstein. It 100% does look like Wolfenstein, which is funny because this is basically exactly the kind of game I want to make on my next game. Whether it's Tomb of Vercilias or not. Maybe not a card game, but like the same like graphical style. I think it'd be a lot of fun. An absolute blast, if you will. Yeah, it's just like just basically very 3D or very pixelated graphics, but in a 3D environment. So much fun. So much fun. Anyway, so yeah, but I do appreciate you bringing it up, because there have been some that have been very similar to Tomb of Vercilias, and those ones have been a little bit scary for me. Your next game in Godot will look like this, I promise. True, it will look like that. It looks like Wolfenstein. And how much is that? That's like $10. Yeah, it's honestly not that much. I think I've seen it on sale once or twice before already. So, not a bad idea. I might get it sometime soon and play it on stream. Just to show y'all what a real good card game looks like. And then we can come back to Tomb of Vercilias. Okay, so let's see here. So this is, yeah, so pass 3 is not even really, I don't know why I even called that pass 3. It's literally just picking a spawn point. But anyway, let's see here. So it adds 1 to the pass progress. Now, here's the thing. So pass 4, moving the path carver snake. This is actually something we probably do need to revisit. Yeah. So what is happening right now? So we have a loop here which loops through all of this. Oh my gosh. I can almost guarantee you, oh my gosh. Oh, what was I doing back in the day? What was I doing with my life? I thought I was cooking. I thought I was cooking with this. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Well. Cool. Yeah, so what's going on here? So Path Carver has moved X spaces, new direction. Path Carver Snake remaining equals 0. Path Carver Snake equals 0, new direction. Okay. 1 through 4. You said back in the day, the way Markiplier does in back in the day before the back rooms were. Back in the day. It's true. True. Back in the day. Okay. Whoa. Oh, what was I doing here? So it chooses a new direction. And then it says the snake movement remaining plus. So it adds 1 to 2. I will not elaborate. I wouldn't expect you to. I don't want any further elaboration on that. You just compared me to Markiplier, and I will just take it at face value. So thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Oh, that's how I was doing. Okay, all right. Never mind. We're fine. Okay, so RTG snake direction. If you equal 1, direction down. If RTG spawn point is greater than 6, check if not on bottom row. So that's what that is. Check if there's a room to the south. Okay. Go. Okay, we may revisit this later. This is basically, so the reason why we call it Path Carver here. So Pass 4 is essentially just creating the path, right? Because if Pass 1, let me pull this up really quickly. We'll do 50 and 100. Go. So if Pass 1 was the one that was creating all of the rooms you could go into. I'm not going to create all 6. I'm just going to... So, yeah. So, basically... Why am I doing it that way? So, if pass 1 was the one that's creating the rooms, right? And so it's going through here, creating all the rooms you could go through. These are literally all just individual rooms. Nothing crazy going on here. Yeah. Pass 4, then, is the one that essentially actually connects the rooms. So if this was pass 1, everything's good to go. Nothing is technically connected. Then pass 4 is the one that is then saying, all right, pick a random spot, and then this is the one that then start just like randomly going through. So it should be connecting all the rooms in a good way. The problem is when you start getting stuff like this. So if we come over here and do 8, yeah. So if we start getting stuff like this, we have a whole block of rooms right here. The problem is that with step 4, it literally does the exact same thing that the original step 1 did, which was it would pick a random direction and it would kind of go, you know, maybe it would go down 2 times. And then it needs to pick a new direction. So it would go up 1 time, and then it would go right 2 times, and then left once, and then up, and then down, and then up, and then right, and then left 2 times, then down, and then over and up. And then all of a sudden you have basically all these rooms are completely interconnected. Not great. So we need to essentially apply the same logic that's in pass 1. You know, kind of like how we were saying where it's like, you know, it starts spawning rooms, and if it runs out of spawns, all it does is it needs to pick a new location, but it has to pick a new location based on something that has already been established, essentially, right? So, I need to apply that same logic here, mostly to avoid getting, like, you know, super interconnected rooms like this. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants super interconnected rooms. You just want interconnected rooms. So hopefully one day it would look more something like this, where it's like, you know, comes down here, and then maybe you have one that goes along there, and it comes over there. So, like, yes, they're all going to be connected, but not in such a every single direction is a direction you could go, and everything's connected, and everything's happy, and there's no exploration, essentially, at that point. So, that is what we will need to do eventually. That is not the plan for tonight, though, so I'm not going to spend that time working on that, because that was not the plan. Not the plan, and so we are going to not work on this, because that is technically already working. Everything's fine there. Who knows? I might not even touch that until the beta version of Tomb of Vercilias. But for now, let us move on. So we've come down here. So that is pass 4. Cool. Now, Path Carver has moved. Okay, set the player's spawn, and then set the exit spawn. This is where the spawner gets stuck. You know what I'm just now realizing? I think I might know what the issue was with the loop here. It's probably getting stuck. Let's see, what would it be? Fly. We can fly in here. I believe the issue would be, so it sets a number to be 1 through 60. And then it says if 36, the starting exit room. So if 36 is less than 55, 85 is less than 10. Really then should just loop back up here to the top. And I think the next issue would have been if 97 plus 36 times 4, if you include 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 10, 11. Which I'm no expert, but if we come over here to images and pictures, that is the subscriber pet project. Go back to GitHub, Tomb of Vercilias, images, pictures. We go over here to map. Let's go to room. Whoa, room, no, doors? Doors. That's the one, doors. Okay, so we're saying if you include 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 10, 11. 10, 11. 1, 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 4. Oh, I see the pattern now. Okay. This is basically saying if you include any of those, which means you do not have the opportunity to move up. So this is basically saying only spawn in a room that does not allow you to move Yes. Okay. And if 97 plus 36 times 4 is greater than 0, I think that wouldn't necessarily need that, but whatever. I'll leave it in there. And then if 36 is not equal to the player's spawn, so if the exit is not equal to that spawn, then break the loop. Yeah. Okay. So the exit spawn is going to work differently than what we currently have here. So we need mini boss spawn. Mini boss spawn is going to be what gets spawned first. Yeah, we'll spawn that first. Put you there. Then copy you, put that there. Exit spawn checker, I don't remember what that is. We'll figure it out. Okay, so setting the mini boss spawn. We want to set the mini boss spawn location to be equal to a random number between 1 and 60. Then, first thing we want to check and see. We want to make sure that the mini boss spawn location is less than 55 and 85, which is the exit spawn checker, is less than 10. What is this exit spawn checker? I know that I've got to have it for a reason. Else plus 1. Okay. I feel like I want to get rid of that. I think that's what's actually causing the problem. Because it gets stuck here because it's trying to set the exit room to a random room, 1 through 60. And then it checks to see, are you on the top row? That's what that is. Okay, I remember why I did it this way. So essentially, I wanted to create a system.
Thanks for the follow, Aligas4M.
Alakazam. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Hopefully, you have an absolutely fantastic week so far. So the reason why I did this is because I wanted it to try and force the exit and the mini boss to spawn somewhere else in the tomb. I wanted to try and find somewhere not at the very top row to spawn the mini boss and the exit. But essentially, I just wanted it to be like, try 10 times. And if after 10 times you can't find a spot to be able to spawn this place, then just go to the top. Go to the top, spawn it up there, everything's fine, whatever. But I don't want it to ever spawn at the top, ever, now. So, we're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of that, and we are going to get rid of that check to say that. Cool. It also means we can get rid of that else handler. Go. So essentially, it's just saying, so long as you are not on the top row, we don't want it to be on the top row, and then so long as a 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, so as long as you cannot move north. I don't think we want to check for that. I think what we want to check with instead is we want to check to see if the room to the north is a thing or not. We don't want to say if you include any of these. No. We want to say if game variables 97 plus 523 times 4. Chat's still alive? Chat is very much so alive. I think we're all just we're all dialed in. We're all focused. We're all trying to get through the craziness that is the craziness. Maybe. I like that answer better. It might be alive. Who knows? We have the Schrodinger's chat right here. Only live if you check. Locked in on my Twitch bot, rewriting from scratch a third time. That is a lot of times. That is a ton of times. Holy smokes. Well, you know what they say. Third time's the charm. So this is going to be the one. This is going to be the one, and I'm very happy for you. The Captain Coder says, hello, welcome. I'm glad you're here. How was your week going so far? Hopefully things are going well. I shared another screenshot from my game in general on Discord. I will definitely take a look at that. I hate it, but must finish before next stream. Got my fingers crossed for you. I saw dungeon crawling and had to come in. Great week thus far. I hope you're doing well. Well, I do appreciate that, so thank you. Yes, we are definitely working on a dungeon crawler. We're currently working on getting a mini boss spawn location working. So good times there. I feel like you must have been here before. So yeah, welcome though. Welcome. Yeah, things are going well. I've been here a few times. I was like, I'm pretty sure I recognize your name, but I'm also very tired, so maybe not. Anyway, yeah, so welcome. I'm glad you're here. And yes, good old dungeon crawlers right here. Trying to, do stuff. Usually not on this late, but glad I made it in again. I'm glad you did it as well. Yeah. Yeah, no worries at all. I do appreciate you being here, so thank you. Okay, so we basically need to say we need to take whatever room it is currently in plus 6 room. We want to check the room to the north of whatever room it's in. Yeah. Okay, so we're saying 97 plus variable 523 times 4. Wrapping up Dungeon Crawler Jam 2026 playthroughs. So nice to pop in and watch a little dev while I wind down for the evening. Well, I'm glad that you did pop in, so thank you. And that is absolutely fantastic. The Dungeon Crawler Jam 2026. I feel like I'm very sad that I didn't know about this. Dang it. I need to check the game jams more often. That sounds like an absolute blast of a time. Did it go well though? I mean, it sounds like it must have been an absolute fantastic. Thanks for streaming. Thank you for being here to watch. Yeah, voting/ratings ends on Sunday. Nice. That's awesome. I'm very happy with that. Very cool. It was fantastic. We had 78 submissions this year. Holy, 78 is absolutely wild. That is crazy. Well, congratulations. Very nicely done. Yeah, man. Well, next year I will have to keep an eye out so I can join the next one. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Turned Moonman into a chicken.
I'm a chicken. I've been turned into a chicken. Hello, everybody. I'm a chicken. Bok. TV Josh, hello. Welcome. Glad you're here. And,
Axel_Benedict just redeemed stretch.
We've got a stretch. And we've got a chest benders and a bicep curls. We've got the trifecta right here.
Axel_Benedict wants Moonman to do 10 chest benders. Axel_Benedict wants Moonman to do 10 bicep curls.
Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. But I then want to say, so just really quickly while I'm still in this thought process. So it's this variable plus 523 times 4 times 6. So we want to check one room north of where we currently are at. Which, if we come in here, so basically the way that the grid layout is working is you've got room 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So basically, if we're wanting to check to see if room 16 has anything to its north or not, we would say times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Room 42, my beloved. Good old room 42. It is a very special room. Very special room right there. Maybe I will just always have one of your sandwiches spawn in room 42. We could do that. That could be a good time. Okay, so I think that should be correct. I was just checking to see if that room is blank. Yeah. Cool. So long as it's blank. And then if 97 plus 523 times 4 is greater than 0. Yeah. We want to check that first, though. I don't know if it necessarily matters the order these go in, but I almost feel like it will matter. So first we want to check and make sure, is the room a room? Is there a room? Great. If there is a room, is the room to the north a room? And then is, let's see, and then is the mini-boss spawn location not equal to the player's location? And is the mini-boss location not equal? Okay, so we can get rid of this last check right here. Okay. Setting the exit spawn. I think we can probably... get rid of you. And we're just going to say, I don't know, jump to label, skip. And we will just label, skip. There we go. We'll just skip over creating the exit spawn for now. It'll be all right. I hope that doesn't break anything. It might break something, actually, now that I think about it. Dang it! Okay, well, that was on my own doing. That was me. And I believe it's going to be somewhere in here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. Whoa. What? Did I get rid of more of the code? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Interesting. Is there room for the room? There will be room for the room in there. 6, 7 sandwiches. Okay, I think we are running into issues with skipping over that. So maybe let's just not skip over this. Skip chests, label, skip. Jump to label, skip. Okay, don't skip over that.
Inkwell says,
what?
I have arrived.
You have arrived.
How goes it, Moonwood man?
It is going absolutely fantastic. And how you doing? How you doing? How's life? How's your week going so far? Hopefully things are going well. Okay. There we go. That's better. Now, since I know that it should technically spawn somewhere in one of these, I hope. Okay, so there's the exit spawn. The mini-boss room. There we go. It's in that room. Now, it's only that easy because I can see the whole map. So, you know, that's that. That's good. So it does spawn only in a room like that. So what if we try one more time, though? I'm not going to extensively test this, because if it breaks, and we'll go fix it. But I think for now, what we can do, basically we just need to check every single room. Enough. We just need to check every room that's not on the top, which actually maybe I should be checking the top ones. Yeah, so basically we just need to be checking any room. Okay, there's that one. It could have something that's not to the north. Okay, so the only other room would be this one. Let's see if that's actually the case. Huh. Huh. Yeah, that's exactly what I want it to look like. It was so close, too. It was so close. Okay. Well, I'll need to check on that one. Let's do the trifecta really quickly, and then we're going to get back in here, and we're going to fix whatever the freak is going on here. So let's crank the jams, and let's do the trifecta really quickly. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. It's going to be an absolute blast of a time. I'm so excited. Here we go. Oh, that feels good to stand up. Oh, my gosh. Oh. All right, everybody. You know how it goes. 10 on the clock. Count it with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo. And the chest benders. Here we go. Count them with me. All right, here we go. 10 on the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. And time for a good old stretch. Everybody, here we go. Let's go to the left. And then to the right. And backwards. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. Whew. Whew, whew, whew. Thank you for that. I appreciate that, Axel. How you doing? How was life? Ooh. All right. 67 sandwiches. 67. Is there a room for the room? I've arrived, and let's see. Ink is on a 3-stream streak. That is absolutely crazy fantastic. Thank you so much for streaking here in the stream 3 times in a row. Absolutely fantastic. I do appreciate that. And everybody, remember, if you're going to streak anywhere, make sure to streak here in the stream. So thank you. Thank you. Huzzah, indeed. TV Josh says, I was half hoping that plunge into the dungeon would be based on plunging a toilet to defeat monster. Yeah, sorry about that. It is not. It is not. I guess we could change it and we could make it something like that. But it is not that, and I'm so sorry. Maybe one day.
Inkwell says, I mentioned this in the Discord, but my last stream went really well.
Ooh, nice.
I now have 47 followers on here.
That is amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Congratulations. Very nicely done. Beautiful stuff. You are getting close. You are getting really close to hitting that 50, which is a huge milestone. So I've got my fingers crossed for you, and I believe in you. I believe in you, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So very nicely done. Very nice. How did you feel? So it went well. Now I forgot what I was going to ask. If it comes back, I'm going to ask it again. But now I do not remember. I was going to ask you something about your stream, but now I don't remember. I posted my stream on Blue Sky, so I feel that might have had something to do with it. It very well may. It very well may. Yeah, I would highly recommend if, like, the best way you can grow a stream is by, like, posting about it elsewhere. Especially for Twitch, because Twitch does not do very great at trying to promote people. So, yeah. Is this a custom engine? No. Some random is correct. It is RPG Maker MV. RPG Maker. Yes, RPG Maker. Yeah, it's if you're unfamiliar with RPG Maker, do not expect to make a game like this in RPG Maker. You can make it. Because obviously, I'm making it. But don't go finding RPG Maker and being like, wait, what is this garbage? What is going on? This looks nothing like that game. You can make it. You absolutely can make it. I'm living proof, and you don't even need to be that great of a game dev. But you can do great stuff. Looks so different than other first-person RPG Maker games I've seen. This is awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a lot of work, and there's a lot that goes into it to basically create its own. Like, basically every system in here has been rebuilt from the ground up. Like, there really is not. Like, I was thinking about it recently, and I'm like, there's not really a whole lot in this game that is technically RPG Maker. Like, it doesn't use any of its menus. Like, all of these are custom made. I mean, like, I guess I use, like, the database for, like, storing enemy information. I use their variable system. Yeah, like the movement is all completely custom. Like, I'm not using their grid movement. I've created my own grid movement. Battles are all custom.
Into the Inkwell says, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Moonwood. Exactly. Garbage? How dare you? I'm familiar with it. Okay, cool. Every RPG Maker game is beautiful in its own way. That's true. It is beautiful in its own way. And I appreciate that, some red. And yet, they're all hideous in the same way. How dare you? No! Stick with it, they're beautiful. They're all beautiful in their own unique way. Good time. Anyway, yeah, so RPG Maker MV is what I'm using for this. If I had started this project just a few months later, I probably would be making this an RPG Maker MZ. But also, I guess if I had started making this a few months later, I wouldn't have started streaming, which means I wouldn't have been able to be invited by some random dev to collaborate, which is what got me to buy RPG Maker MZ. So then I wouldn't even have known the greatness of RPG Maker MZ. Man. Life would be very different right now if I hadn't started making Tomb of Vercilias. That's kind of wild to think about. Anyway, I think RPG Maker has cleansed its reputation. It's been a while since the horror games era. I don't know if it's necessarily the horror games era. It's more of the horror games era. that was RPG Maker's issue. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. But I guess for some people it actually worked out. It worked out in their favor. So, you know, the good with the bad. The good with the bad right there. But no, it's true. I feel like RPG Maker they are getting a better reputation now. There are still some people that they hear or see RPG Maker and they're just like, whatever, write it off. But the Twitch game dev community is small. I was planning to start Twitch right around the time I found you, so we 100% would found each other eventually in a couple months anyway. I mean, I guess that's true, but I don't know if I would have started streaming if it hadn't been for Tomb of Vercilias, because I literally only started streaming to keep myself accountable to make Tomb of Vercilias. Like that was honestly like what I actually started streaming for. So if I hadn't started making this game, if it had just like completely collapsed on itself in the initial thoughts process,
Into the Inkwell says, hey, now there's a lot of really good RPG Maker horror games.
True.
Then again, there's a lot of really bad ones.
Also true. Very true indeed. So anyway, yeah, so I don't know. Like I've never actually really thought about it like that before. But yeah, like if I hadn't started making Tomb of Vercilias, I wouldn't have started streaming, which means, I mean, like, true, some random dev, we had technically spoken years ago, back before I had even done anything Moonwood games related. So yeah, that was way back years ago when I'd sent you those messages on Twitter and was like, hey, can you maybe help me with this? It was like my shot in the dark to be like, maybe some randev is a cool individual and will help with this. And it turns out you were. But anyway, yeah. So if I hadn't started making this game, I wouldn't have started streaming, which means I wouldn't have been doing that actively, which would have then encouraged you to suggest to Toasty that I should join the first collab, which then led me to getting RPG Maker MZ to, you know, be able to make the game in the collab. And if I hadn't had RPG Maker MZ, I wouldn't have participated in any of the game jams that I've been a part of so far. Anyway, yeah, like I said, crazy how different the world would have been. Very crazy. But I definitely would have found you on Twitch again. That would have happened, and I would have been a little fan. Been a little bit of a fangirl over here, and it would have been like, hi, hello, how's it going? Actually, no, I probably would have been like, wait, are you the same some ran dev as the person who made all those amazing RPG Maker plugins? And you'd be like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else. Now I'm the fangirl. Nope. I'm still the fangirl. Deal with it. And you can't take that from me. Can't take that from me. Especially since you're the biggest RPG Maker developer on the platform. You know, it's fun. Like, normally I would have argued that, but I think it's true. But to be fair, it's not that difficult to become the biggest RPG Maker streamer when there's, like, nobody streaming RPG Maker. Like, if I search for RPG Maker... Oh! Actually, this is probably not even... Okay, so if we do RPG Maker MV, what about that? Although, I don't even know if I am technically saying... Ooh, yeah, I don't think I'm even technically saying that I'm
Into the
using
says,
RPG Maker
next
MV.
steps for my Twitch stream, get an overlay, have some emotes made, and draw up a schedule.
I think that's an absolute fantastic idea. I like that. Maybe I do need to get... Maybe I'm just searching for things wrong. I'm looking for RPG Maker. But I guess technically I'm not saying that I'm doing RPG Maker MV. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I should switch it up. I should probably actually say that I'm using RPG Maker. You can search RPG Maker tab without the space. Oh, that's right. I guess if I search for... Well, 3 more channels. Hey, look at that. There we go. Moonwood Games. There we go. But I guess to be fair, I'm searching for RPG Maker, and you've got Project Zomboid, going through Final Fantasy 3, just chatting, and Arc Survival. So yeah, there we go. I am the top RPG Maker streamer right now. There we go. There we go. Fantastic stuff. There we go. I'll take that. I'll take that one then. Let's see here. Hey, now there's a lot of really good RPG Maker horror games. That's true. There would have been another game. It's possible. It is very possible. That's just how being a game developer is true. Yeah, community was a bit stale before Moonman. Oh, it was doing great. I've been with you since before Cheeto Man. Oh, that's true. You have been around for a while. Now I'm the fan. Yes, that's exactly what I would say. See, I know you. I know you. Lamau, next step for my Twitch stream, get an overlay, have some emotes made, and draw up a schedule. Yeah, and like, honestly, like, so here's the thing. I don't think I really had any of that stuff. I definitely did not have emotes. I didn't have, I guess I technically had a schedule. That's because when I first started streaming, I was unemployed. So it was very easy to just be like, yeah, my schedule, I'm streaming from 9 a.m. to like 2 p.m. or something like that. I think that was basically my schedule until I got a job. But yeah, so the emotes are a really good thing to have. It is a lot of fun to just have those. The overlay, I wouldn't say is necessarily, it's not required. Obviously, you're doing it without it. It does help. I don't know if it's honestly, I feel like the biggest thing is the person who is streaming. Like, that is going to be the biggest draw. And so, and I'll be honest, I went back, I watched some of your VODs. You have an absolutely fantastic way of like talking about things and narrating over what is happening, which is half the battle, is being vocal and entertaining. And you already have that. So I feel like, you know, obviously having some kind of overlay, having stuff that's going on the screen, that does definitely help a ton. But you have already won half the battle, which is having that charismatic nature of talking and you know, giving that back and forth with people. So yeah, so honestly, you're already off to a really good start there. A good plan. I like this plan. It is a good plan, and I like this plan. You can search RPG Maker tag with no space, but it's only on streams with Let's Plays right now. Oh, gotcha. The Slime VTuber is a Let's Play, so you win. Put it in all your bios. The top RPG Maker streamer on Twitch. I definitely should start doing that. Okay, I gotta go work on watching VODs. Ink, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Hopefully you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evening. I do appreciate it. We'll be lurking. Thank you. I do appreciate that. What made you want to make a first-person dungeon crawler? It was something that I have always wanted to make. But the problem with RPG Maker is they do have plugins. You can do first-person stuff. But yeah, the biggest issue is that like I've always been just a hobbyist developer, and RPG Maker has just been what I've known. And so like I've always wanted to make a game in the confines of RPG Maker. And when you're trying to combine the two of wanting to do a first-person dungeon crawler and wanting to stick with RPG Maker, it is a very difficult thing to balance. And so when I first started kind of having the ideas for originally what this game was going to be originally, the idea of like kind of creating this like faux 3D first-person view, I was like, this could actually maybe work if I keep it very basic, retro feeling. I feel like it's going to be enough of a disconnect for people. They're not going to be like, well, why can't I like, you know, freely look around this dungeon? They're just going to be like, oh yeah, it's an old school retro dungeon crawling game. And so like, obviously it doesn't have free look. So I was like, maybe that could work. Maybe. But yeah, I don't know. It's just something that I've always wanted to make. And yeah, so I feel like it was kind of just like at the perfect time to like marry the ideas together and kind of have it work like that. I do? Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. Ink? Yeah, 100%. Which I meant to message you about that the last time that I was watching one of your VODs back. And, but yeah, so now that I have you here, I must say, absolutely fantastic, very entertaining. And I need to actually catch you live. I don't want to just keep going back and watching your VODs. I need to catch you live one of these times. Dude, that means a lot. Well, I'm glad that I could help. Yeah, I'm just being completely 100% honest with you. Yes, you are doing absolutely fantastic. And honestly, like, you feel so natural when you're talking. So keep that up, and it's going to be amazing. I think overlays helps people remember you. Like, there's a lot of people randomly browsing. You need to make sure they remember you if they find you a second, third time, etc. That is actually very true. The overlays are important when you are smaller and starting off. That is what I should have said. Which, like, when I say smaller, I mean like if you're not the top 0.1% of streamers on Twitch, right? If you're someone like me, like some ran dev, who is arguably the best streamer ever to have existed, but you will need a overlay that will catch people's attention. Because like, you can be entertaining, you can be crazy, you can be wacky, whatever, and that can sometimes keep people, but a lot of people, they'll click on your stream, they'll see it for like maybe 5 or 10 seconds depending, and then they might click away. But they might come back if they see that recognizable overlay in the thumbnail again and be like, wait, I remember seeing this person before, I'm gonna go take another look. So I guess I should have said it is important to be able to catch those kinds of people. So very, very good point, some random. So I think it's usually good to have a little something, even if it is small. True. It does help set you apart, 100%. That means so much. I'm glad. And again, I'm just being completely honest and letting you know what my own personal thoughts are. Very cool story. Thanks for sharing. We did an Atlas-based dungeon crawler this year using ANSI art. Why do I feel like I have to Google this? What is ANSI? Is a private non-profit organization founded in 1918. Ah, yes, the good old ANSI art. ANSI art is a computer art form that was developed by the... Wait, that's ANSI? So like 16-bit? What? So like EGA kind of stuff? 256, letters, numbers, and symbols, all codes. From an IBM code page 437, often referred to as extended ASCII. Okay, I was gonna say I've heard of ASCII art, but ANSI art, that's kind of cool. I really like that. Yeah, honestly, what I need to do is I need to redo my color palette to make it something more like this and make it look a little bit more like, because this is honestly kind of more of what I'm going for. It's like that, like the bright, very minimal colors. I don't know, maybe. That's really cool though. I like that. So yeah, so ANSI art, so I feel like I can relate. I always wanted to make one like that. Super fun. It is a lot of fun. And also, I live by the idea that limitation breeds creativity, and there is nothing more limiting when you're trying to make a first-person dungeon crawling roguelike than RPG Maker. So, yeah. It's the ultimate form of limitation breeds creativity. Let's see here. There we go. Crazy words coming from the best game dev streamer in history, but okay. Truth be told, I'm self-conscious about my voice, so you should not be. You should not be. Trust me. I have heard some people that I'm like, maybe streaming is not right for you. That is not the case for you. That is not the case at all for you. I mean, I think the same thing anytime I hear my VODs that I listen back to. I'm like, who is this guy? Who is this guy streaming? He needs to turn his microphone off. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. The number one some randev fangirl right here. So, you know, truth be told, let's see, ANSI is pure text based art using colors/text. So, okay, so I guess maybe I just need to look into it more, because I always thought that was just ASCII art was that, but I guess there is the difference between ASCII and ANSI. I like Dwarf Fortress. See, I always thought that was ASCII art. Yeah, 16 color palette. Okay, gotcha. OG Dwarf Fortress. Gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense. Happy to share a link if you're curious, but don't want to distract you from what you're doing. Absolutely. Send the link. It may not be right now, but I definitely want to take a look. So yeah, share a link. Would love to take a look at it. Also, for anybody else that's here, I'm sure that there are other people in the chat who would absolutely love to take a look as well. Not here to self-promote, so apologize if it is not allowed. It is 100% allowed. I want people to promote what they are working on. Honestly, we actually have a whole Discord where people post things, their art that they're drawing. You know, people post in here everything they're making. We've got Creator Corner where people post different projects they're working on, games they're working on. Fairly working on an absolutely fantastic game. You know, people that are streaming gameplay, anything like that. So if you didn't want to either post in the chat, or if you wanted to be able to post other things later as well, we've got a whole Discord if you wanted to join, where if you want to share anything and everything, and it's art, stuff that you've created, community projects, all sorts of fun stuff. So 100% absolutely, if you want to, do not feel like you have to though. do not feel pressured like you have to join the server. But if you would like, we do have a server where anyone and everyone can share things that they would like. So, look at that. Yeah. Come join our Discord at there. Okay, let's see here. I wish I had your voice. There we go. It sounds like Ink, you and some random dev could switch, and then you'd be in a good spot. Moon's true thoughts about my voice revealed. I mean, I didn't want to say it directly, but yeah. The biggest problem that I have with your voice, some random dev, is that I can't hear it all the time. That is the biggest problem with your voice for me, is that I can't have you constantly narrating my day. So let's say this. When I make it big, and I sell Tomb of Vercilias and make millions of dollars, I will hire you to follow me around, and you will narrate my life, and it'll be glorious, and I can die happy. It'll be so great. Here's what we made. No pressure to look. Absolutely, I do want to take a look. So I'm going to click on it, and we're going to take a look in just a little bit. Okay, I need to go watch my VODs. No worries, Ink. No worries at all. Go watch the VODs. Go get some content you can clip and then be able to share and promote your channel. Yeah, that is the best way to go. Lurk mode, initiate. All right, everybody. All right. So, yeah, I actually do want to take a quick look at this. If nothing else, let's see. Okay, so what do we got here? We've got helpful spoilers. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. I like that. Thank you, Google. That is a really great way to be able to like reveal the spoilers. I like that. Tips and tricks, features. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick second because I just want to really quickly look at this. This is Blood of the Last Dragon. I know I'm not gonna get very far, but I do want to at least like take a look. You know, click to start. Okay. Oh, that is beautiful. I love this kind of stuff. I want to make something like that. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. Okay, I've got to pause this and I've got to turn this on. Nope. There we go. That's what we got to do. This is giving me so much inspiration for my next game. It just like loads up into the options menu. You just like increase, decrease. Oh my god. Do you know what's funny actually? So as soon as we're done looking at this, I've actually got something that I'm gonna pull up really quickly. Okay, I'm not gonna change anything. We're just gonna leave this. Okay, let's set this to, I guess 70 is good. So that's like 50-50. Okay, so navigate, enter, select, escape as exit. Okay, so if I save and exit, there we go. This software utilizes advanced 3D ANSI graphics. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it, everybody. Oh, it's fancy. It is so fancy. It's the dragon. It's the dragon, everybody. And we're going to go find his blood. He's the last dragon. The full screen, venture forth, and settings. All right, here we go. Here we go. It's been 100 years since the great hero slew the red dragon, ending its reign of terror over the realm. That victory has faded into myth. Tavern tales and children's songs are all that remain of those dark days. But recently, new evils stir. Monsters lurk in the forest once again. Shadows creep where light once held firm. You are a hero, or at least you'd like to be. Fame, glory, and mountains of gold await if you survive. Yeah! What is your name, adventurer? Moonwood. I'm an understand. Oh, okay, all right. Oh, this is so good. All right, we're going with magenta. Go. Roll your fate. Oh. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna cover my eyes. So it's not okay. So R is to reroll, and then enter is accept. Okay, I'm gonna cover my eyes. We're gonna reroll 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we're gonna hit enter. All right, whatever we got, that's what we got. Create character. There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, I'm sold. I am sold. 6, 7 stats confirmed. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've got Fine Steel Training Grounds, the Red Dragon Inn, the Lost Forest, Journal, Beg in Town Square, games. You can beg. You can beg in the town square. Gosh. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. I'll get started on my some ran ASMR. I'd be down. Well, you're the right audience for this then. This was actually composed for Sound Blaster 2.0. That is impressive. That is actually very impressive. Enable CRT, 6-7 stats. Appreciate you taking the time to check it out. I am loving this so much so far. Yeah, this is beautiful. So honestly, like, and again, I did not really realize what the difference between ASCII and ANSI was, but this is what's so the game that comes to mind when I'm seeing stuff like this is like original King's Quest, right? Like King's Quest 1, King's Quest 2. This is what this is reminding me of. Basically any old Sierra game is kind of what it's reminding me of. ANSI is mostly the block art colors rather than just the text. And that's what I'm noticing. It's kind of probably hard to see on the stream, but it's like, this is not like, they're not like solid colors here, right? So if we go beg in the town square, the town square is a hustling, bustling mess of merchants, beggars, and pigeons. A perfect place to try and get the attention of someone willing to part with a few coins. What will you do to earn sympathy? Ooh, we're gonna tell a tragic backstory. You tell the story of your brave hamster who fought a dragon and lost. A grown man sheds a single tear. Someone hands you a small green bottle. You look inside. You look like you need this more than money. Acquired lesser health potion. I'm alright with that. Just look pathetic. You do absolutely nothing. A kind farmer takes pity and flips you a coin. You earned 5 gold. Look at this. We're earning gold. Wait, can I just... A wealthy lady mistakes your blank stare for profound meditation and leaves an offering. A hooded stranger mutters, I don't have any coin, but I found this useless red stone in the forest. You can have it. Acquired fire shard. Gosh. So wait. You do absolutely nothing. A kind farmer takes pity. No one believes you. Your pockets are literally bulging with gold. Oh, man. I was hoping I could just go back and forth again and again and again and again and again and again. What if I compliment strangers? Nobody believes you. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fair. All right. But then if we leave and if we go to the training grounds, or maybe we go to Abdul's Fine Steel and let's browse weapons. And I want to get, let's get a rusty knife. There we go. And then what if we come back over here and we say, let's go beg in the town square and we're just going to look pathetic. Earn 2 gold. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, I love this so much. Okay, so what if though, game settings, begging the town square journal, the Lost Forest. Oh. Guard nods as you walk into the twisted trees. Terrifying. Oh, this is so good. This fight looks even. A worthy opponent approaches. Don't get cocky. We're gonna get cocky. What will Moonwood do? Okay, so we got attack. We've got auto battle is off and inventory. I'm going to attack. I'm gonna poke. Oh no, I didn't equip the knife. Did I not equip my knife? Ah, crap. I'm gonna poke him with my stick. Dang it. Oh, I forgot to equip my knife. I am... Okay, inventory. We need rusty knife. / dull end and pitted steel cuts. Okay, but can I... Okay, so I can equip. Okay, then he gets to attack. Then I'm going to attack. / Yeah, take that, you frickin' spider. Ooh. Thank you. We have defeated that pathetic spider. Good times. I am very hurt though. I am very hurt. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, let's leave. Okay, yep. It's official. I need to make something like this. 100%. Okay, yeah, so E lets you turn. Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna lie though. I'm horrible at these games because I can never keep my bearings about me. Uh-oh. Your palms are sweating. Good. Fear keeps you alive. This is not gonna keep me alive. Wait, there was a map? Oh. I didn't even realize there was a map. Slash him! Slash him! Get him! Let's slash him again! Slash me. What do we got in inventory? Fire shard. Let's try fire shard. What happens? Warmth and touch flickers in dim light. Abdul might be able to use this to enhance your weapon. Oh. Well, then never mind. Attack! Get him! This is how I play D&D, right? Just attack everything. Attack everything that moves. You enter a frenzy. Attack! Keep killing! Keep getting him! Attack! 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 An elemental weapon would be more effective. Aw. Dang it. You spring up flailing, nothing but a dream. You dust off your rusty knife, pull on your loincloth, and head out once more. Train at Turgon's in town to increase your stats. I love this. I love this so much. 100%. I'm so glad you shared this in chat. Everybody, make sure to go play this game. This is so much fun. Oh my gosh. I am definitely... Okay, but really quickly, I do need to go back to the Lost Forest, because I just want to see, what does the map look like? Yep, okay, that would be more than enough to keep me on track. Oh my god. Okay, well, yep, it's official. I am 100% gonna be, I am rating this, I am saving this, I am 100% saving this. I love this so much. Thank you for sharing. I do appreciate that. So yeah, it's very, very similar to kind of what we got going on here. Obviously, yours is much more polished than mine currently is, but yeah, so definitely same vein and absolutely fantastic. So very nicely done, beautiful stuff, and there may be a thing or two in there that I'm like, you know what? I should actually probably add something like that to my own game. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. What do I miss? I'll get started on the ASMR. You're right. Audience stream, Sound Blaster 2.0, enable CRT. I appreciate you taking the time to check it out. And see is mostly the block art, 80 by 25 character screen canvas. Not bad. Q&E to turn confuses most people who have not played this genre. I just forgot to. I just wanted to see how far I could go. Winner, M is the map. Oh no, it's Santa. Brute Force. This game is so hype. I hate that I have to head out. No worries at all. Really appreciate that you checked it out. Of course, yeah. Well, thank you. I do appreciate you being in here. Thank you so much for sharing that. I do appreciate it. Hopefully you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evening, and hopefully we'll see you on a future stream soon. Hopefully. Let's see. The transitions, our stuff look so nice. They really do. Glad you enjoyed it. We'll pass my bedtime. Thanks again. Of course. Sorry, can you show how many itch notifications you have? 0. See? Zero notifications. It's not my fault that I'm so bad at responding to people, okay? It's people's fault for expecting me to respond. That's all. Oh, it says 47. Oh, you thought it said 67. Sorry, I misread the number as something else. Don't worry about it. I know what you thought it was. Good times. Great times, honestly. Okay. Let's come in here. I need to figure out what is going on. What? No. That's not like you, some random. It's not like you to assume everything is 6-7. Not at all. Not at all. Okay, so the question is then... Okay, so that means that the stuff has to be down here somewhere, yeah? Okay. Wait, where is the... Oh, that's right. Okay, so yeah, so this one is still very much so broken. So let's see what's going on here. So what are the conditions for it not spawning? I would never start having 6-7 hallucinations. Never. I would never expect that of you, to ever have those kinds of hallucinations. Never. No, never. Was it not the times 6? Okay, let me just pull up a calculator. I just want to see what's going on here. Okay, let's just say, for example, we're going to say So let's just say it picked room. Actually, we can pull this up and just see ourselves. So it picked room 2. We're in room 2. Okay. So if we say this is 2 times 4, which is 8, times 6, which is 48, plus 97, which is variable 145. The variable 145, what would you be? 145 is room 12 layout. If you come over here, you're 8. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we need this to be, this is room 8, right? Yeah, that's room 8. So we need you to be variable 129. 129, we're currently in 105. Okay. It needs to increase by 24. I'm gonna guess that's easy enough to just manually say it's... Oh, wait! So wait, so wouldn't I then say... So it'd be 24 every single time. We wanted to go from current room to 6 rooms ahead, and there's... Yeah, and then there's 4 every time. So I guess it would be... So it would be wherever the player currently is. Yeah, so it would be just be variable 523, wherever the exit is, 523 plus 24. We're just going up by the 6 rooms. Should be all we need. I guess we'll find out. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. So, that's not right. Oh. If 523 plus 4 is equal to 0. Yeah. Let's see what happens there. Hey, there we go. It's actually spawning. Good times. Okay, there we go. Now, we should be able to check any room that only has an up direction, or doesn't have an up direction, and not on the first row. So the only other options should be here, or here, or here. Oh. Oh, no. All right, okay. Okay, so we're in room 16. Room 16 layout is 12. Okay. So then we would say, so that's 161 plus nope. Did that wrong. Did that wrong. It's not checking correctly. So we need to say variable. Okay, yeah, that was way wrong. I don't know where my brain was going with that. Okay, so we do need to have it be like this. Okay, so variable 97. And then I think we need to say plus 523 times 4. And then plus 24. Yeah. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Pretty sure it's taking the initial value and then saying plus 523, so that'd be like room 12 or room 2 times 4, which will get us up to the room you're in, plus the 24 to get it from that room to the next row up. Yes. Okay, let's try that one. Whew, I don't know why I thought that it would be that way. It's not going to be anywhere on the top floor. It should just be over here, or it could be over here, or here. Hey, look at that. Okay, that one finally worked. Cool. Let's test it one more time. Let's just make sure. Make sure. I know it doesn't look fine, but technically that's fine. It's fine because I haven't added the check because there's going to be no... This isn't going to happen, right? That is working correctly now. I really like this layout, too. That's a cool layout. Anyway, yeah, so basically, now that we have that working, so that should be the correct check here. Here. As long as it spawns that correctly, then essentially what we need to do is I need to create one more room that goes up. But do we spawn only 39 rooms? I'm so sorry, I've taken it too far. I'm so tired. If you removed just one line, that layout becomes 6-7. Wait, would it have really? Dang it, now I need to go back and check. Whoa, that thing is so far behind. But wait. Now I actually have to go back. You removed. Oh yeah, that's pretty close. That's pretty close to 6-7. I feel like I should add to the random tomb generation. Just every now and then, the tomb will spawn in 6-7. Would it? It's got to be possible, right? In like a weird roundabout way. I feel like it's got to be possible to do in some kind of weird pixel arty way. If we did something like some very like long, elongated. Okay, maybe it's a stretch easily. Well, there we go. There we go. And honestly, probably what we would do is we would do something like this. Yeah, something like that is what we would do. Maybe even something like this. Although we would have to have some kind of connection. Something like that. Beautiful. Brings a tear to my eye. Well, there we go. We will have some Easter egg in the game that spawns 6-7. No connection, just add rooms, portals. Just add room portals to Tomb of Vercilias. I have thought about adding portals, if I'm being completely honest. Ooh, actually, what we could do if we didn't connect them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here's what we do. We make the 6 be 6 pixels tall. And the 7 is 7 pixels tall. Oh my gosh. 6, 7. 6, 7. Yep, there we go. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add the 6, 7 dungeon. It's gonna be glorious. Absolutely fantastic. I'll just have, just on that one alone is going to have its own special portal system. Nowhere else in the game will have portal systems that connect different rooms. Just that one layout. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to change this from 40. We're going to set this to 39. I think there can technically be more, like just slightly more than 30 or 40 rooms. But the map is 50 by 92, which is 40. Every 67 rooms generated in the game. Could do that as well. That could be easy. Maps? Yeah. Every 67 maps. Yeah, I get what you mean. Because we would hit 67 quite often because it's generating 40 rooms every single map. So yeah, so basically the map is 50 through 92, which means just the map icons alone are 50 through 90, and then I believe there's an icon for the player, and then maybe like one other thing. So we actually cannot go more than 40 rooms. 40 rooms is the max technically. We're gonna set that to 39, and then down here we're just gonna say let's do we then need to change or say control variables, but we need to do this in a script. So we need to say script game variables dot set value. We're gonna set the value of 97 plus. I already have all this written out. Why am I writing it all down again? Grab that. Okay, this is going to set the current room. Randev carrying the chat right now. It's true. It's true. Some Randev is just carrying us across the finish line. And I'm here for it, and I appreciate it too. So this is the current room times 4. And we want to set you to equal. We want you to be able to. Sisyphus maxing. That's true. That is you right now. Wait, I think I'm out of Coke. Tragic. Now I have to drink water. What is this? Terrible, terrible stuff, water. Okay. If you are your messages, what are you without them? I don't get that one. I don't get what you're talking about, Seelick. Okay, so here's the problem. Here's the problem. Well, I guess I do want it to show. I am nothing, Seelick. Nothing, I am nothing. We don't actually want to change this one then. Because this guy is gonna stay the same. Yeah. What we do need to say, though, is we need to say 97. There to there. So this guy we need to set to equal, which you need to be equal to 1? Yes, you need to be equal to 1. We want you to only be able to go down. Yeah. Please use an A, bro. Has he done the exercise yet? A. What's an A? What are we talking about, A? See, look. I'm nothing Celic. Please use an A, bro. Has he done the exercise yet? I'm sorry, Celic. If you're going to spell your name with a 4, everyone's going to spell it with a 4. But wait, what exercise are we talking about yet? What? Because like here. It's true. Now you're over on YouTube. It's a glorious day. It's a glorious day over there on YouTube. Gonna pronounce it C4 link. Yes. Yes. That's what the text to speech. That's how it pronounces it. We just want to say set that to be equal to 1. It's spelled how it should be. I mean, that's fair. That's a fair point. Fair point. So now, if we do that, we should see an odd placement on the map where it's essentially, maybe not. I thought we would. Maybe not. Maybe not. Gary Properduck says, I think that's curable now. I think it is. I think it is. Also, welcome. Glad you're here. How's life going for you? How are things? Who are you? You'll never know. Respectfully. Yes, respectfully. I'm off to bed, Night Moon Man and Space Crew. Jesse, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evening, and we will see you hopefully on the Thursday stream. So until then, take care. Good luck. I've been here since an episode or 2 before the last game jam. Just lurking. Yeah, no worries at all. Yeah, hopefully things are going well for you. I do appreciate you being here, so thank you. Okay, so it is creating the room, though. That's good. Now I wonder. Map. Enemy. Dice. This is the mini boss. Some of them do go up, and then some of them don't. Oh, that's why it would create that. Okay, I'm seeing it now. Ah, there we go. That's okay. That makes more sense. So I'm like, how is there a doorway here if this wouldn't take into account the doorway? It's because this image layer is above this image layer, and so this is showing above that, which means there's going to show a door. Happy day. Okay. Cool. So... okay, good. So I can't go into that room, which is exactly what we want to see happen. Show. I guess at that point, we would then just say, instead of spawning the exit spawn, we just want to set the starting exit room. And maybe we didn't need this, maybe we don't. I don't know. So let's say... I guess technically it would just be set the starting exit room to equal... wait. What exactly am I trying to set? We're just wanting to say we have 36, so starting exit room, and then the mini boss spawn location. I think technically we would just say oh my gosh, if I could spell. Game variables dot set value set 36 to equal game variables dot value 523 plus 6. And then I think I should be able to come in here. And I think I can cut you, but we'll see what happens. Okay. So if you're in 57, yes, that means we're right here, which means the exit should be right there. All right, cool. Let's see. Seelick is on a 3-stream streak. Seelick, I appreciate that. Thank you for being here. 3 streams in a row. I appreciate that. Thank you for streaking here. Remember, everybody, if you're gonna streak here and if you're gonna streak anywhere, make sure to streak here in the stream. I fumbled over that so much. I am so sorry. I'll do better next time. I promise. One man's trash is like a box of chocolates in a glass house. Another 2 birds' treasure that's always greener in someone else's boots if they fit, but only when the iron is hot to those who wait. Exactly. Exactly, Seelick. Exactly. You nailed it. You hit the nail on the head with a spoon. Am I doing this right? I feel like I might be doing this right. Maybe. So that means we can always find the mini-boss room, because all we have to do is find room 50 minus 6. So that would be 44. We just come down here to room 44. Yo. There's the mini-boss room. Okay, cool. So that has all of that spawning correctly now, which is great. So you're not able to move into the room. What? What was that? Why did it try to roll the dice? Uh-huh. What? So I'm in the mini boss room. I can go out to the left. And I tried going down and it rolls the dice. Why? Oh, that's a cool one. That means the mini boss is here, and so the exit is up there. Oh, I like that. I like that so much. Because what if I try to go to the right? Just down? Okay, so there's something definitely wrong with the down movement. That's good to know. That is good to know. Oh, I added this manual check if you're trying to leave the floor guardian room. If you're in the same room as the floor guardian, then it was rolling the dice. Doing the whole dice roll thing. Because these were the issues that I was trying to avoid. So I think the floor guardian room, swift evasion skill check. I think we can actually get rid of all of this. Pretty sure. I'm gonna cut it and put it right here, just in case. Let's go test. So, room 55. Trying to move down. Okay, everything's fine. We can leave. Everything's cool. So let's open the door. Now, can I move up? I can. So, here's what we want to do, though. So, in the movement, I think the best way to do this. I think the best way is just to continue this like it is a normal spot for the player to move into. Yeah. Move into the floor guardian room. I just want it to be like a normal room that you can go into, you know? Yeah. Okay. So, if you try to move up, if you include 3, 5, 8, 9, 12, that is 3, 5, 8, 9, 12. So these are all with upward motion, upward movement abilities. So how am I going to make the door be locked, though, and make it so you can't go in now? What am I going to do there? I do want to treat it like a regular room. I'm trying to think of the best way to do that. Wait. Swift evasion skill check. Swift evasion skill check. Swift evasion skill check. Is it doing that on all those? Move player down. Swift evasion skill check. Left. Swift evasion skill check. Up. Swift evasion skill check. Right. Swift evasion. Okay. All right. So that was just an extra swift evasion skill check. Never mind. We're fine there. They all still have them. So really, I just want you to be able to move into the room. But the problem is that there's a lot of different directions this room could be, and so I don't know how I'm going to make it. So, like, let's say, for example, if... I guess I could just add a whole bunch of if statements, right? But basically, like, if before the room was just door 1, become door 5. That basically means I would need to take into consideration all of these, which is basically me saying, if door, you know, if you're equal to 1, set it down to be equal to 5. If you're equal to 2, set it now to be equal to 8. If you're equal to 3, everything's fine. If you're equal to 4, you'd have to be equal to 9. 5 is fine. If you're equal to 6, set it to 13. 7, set it to 12. Up. If you're 10, set you to 14. If you're 11, set you to 15. There are a lot of if statements I would have to make. But I guess that's not that crazy. Trace pictures, do all that stuff. Spawn mini boss in mini boss room. B exit event process. Okay. but I don't think we want to exit event processing. Yeah, let's actually get rid of that. And then what we want to say is if you open the door over here in the Tomb Master, floor exit puzzle, exit floor puzzle. Okay, so mini boss room options. Door swings open, revealing a pitch black room. So right here. So if you, okay, so this is you opening the door. Mini boss room door open. So right as that happens, this is when we want to have all of the conditional branches. This is going to be comment redraw, or I guess reassess. Is that how you spell reassess? Reassess. Reass. Redraw the room layout. Go. Okay, so here's what we want to say. I guess we're gonna do the thing that some rand dev hates the most, and that is putting a lot of code on a single line. Okay, so if we want to check the room you're currently in, which I'm feeling lazy, so I'm just gonna come down here and grab all of this stuff. So mini boss room, 97 times, or 97 plus 523 times 4. I think that'd be right. So if 97 plus, we want to check we want to check the mini boss room. Just checking in. How goes it? It is going absolutely fantastic, Inc. How's things going for you? How's the pod watching going? Anything fun or exciting you found? Good. Yeah. It is going good. It is going good here. Yeah. we got a little sidetracked, but things going great. Good. I'm making clips to share it. And it's nice. I love it. Love to hear it. I need to do better at that. I feel like sometimes I get way too far behind on it. So absolutely fantastic stuff. 2 thumbs up. You're doing great work. ADHD, go brr. It really does. It really does go burr sometimes. Oh well, it happens. But as long as you've got something to like help kind of distract yourself for a little bit, so you can kind of like eventually get yourself back in position, then there you go. That's half the battle. Half the battle right there. So we want to check. We want to check if the we just want to check if the mini boss spawn room layout is equal to, if you're equal to 1, then that means we just need to say change if game variables have value 97 plus 523 times 4 is equal to 1. Then we need to say game variables dot set value 97 plus 523 times 4 is now going to equal, let's see, 1 2 3 1 2 comma there. So you're now going to equal 5. If you're equal to 1, which means you can only go down, you now need to be equal to 5 because you can go down and up.
There we go. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that beautiful voice of God. Okay, alert mode going back on. No worries, Nick. No worries. I do appreciate you jumping and checking on me, though. I appreciate it. And Nick, thank you so much for the voice of God. I appreciate that as well.
Okay. And then we say else if do we want to do else if? Or do we just want to do a whole bunch of ifs? Because it's never going to be overlaps. So I guess technically we could just say, so we'd only do, yeah, we don't need this to be an else if, we just need an if. So if you So if you're equal to 1, or if you're equal to 2, then set you, so you left, so we need a down and left. 7, so set you to equal 7. If you're equal to... So 3, you would never be 3, but whatever. If you're equal to 4... If you're equal to 4, which means you can go to the right. They need to be upright. 9. Okay, 5 is already up, so then if you are equal to 6, you are equal to 6, which is left and right. Then you need to be able to go left, right, and up, which is 13. You to be equal to 13. Let's see, 6, 7, which would be down, left, up, which is, so if you're equal to 7, down, left, up, which would be 12, so you're now equal to 12. Eight is already up, 9 is already up, 10, which is up, right, down, equal to 10. Up, right, down. Right down is 14. And if you are equal to 11, so if you're equal to 11, you'd be then equal to 15. And here's the thing, why am I going 5, 7, 9, 13, 12? And I think that should be fine, but if you're equal to, that's 1, 2, 4, 6. If you're equal to 6, which is left and right, you don't need to go left, right, and up, which is 13. Well, okay. Story checks out. Story checks out. Okay, so we should now change what that room is like once you open the door. Let's see what happens. Whoa. Let us see what happens. And Nick says, hello. Hello, Nick. Welcome. Welcome. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. How's your week going so far? How are things? How's life? Hopefully things are well for you. All right, so we need to go, so 48, so we need to get up here, which means I believe it should be here. So if I try to go up, will not let me. I can go left, I can't go down or to the right. So as of right now, so room 42. The layout for room 42 is 2. It's currently equal to 2. Okay, so if I open the door, it should open the door, and if I check in here, 42 is now equal to 12. Awesome, which means it has changed the layout, so I should be able to leave, come back. I can't go down or up or right. But if I try to go up, hey, there we go, and I can now enter the room, which is great. I am not changing my icon though, which is bizarre. That is strange. So if we say we want to check, so we should be in room not 42. We should now be in room 48. Right? We're 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. Yeah, 48. To be a layout of 1, which is correct. That should be correct. Yeah. So we want to check and see. I am currently in room 42. Okay, so that's not changing the player's location, which is not ideal. It's not what we want. Let's check on that. So if we move up, move into the Four Guardian room, turn off show dialogue, mini boss dead is off. Okay, so erase those pictures, move direction equals 3, turn on B. I'm assuming, okay. We need to not turn on B yet. Because B should get turned on down here, and then exit event process. Okay, so let's actually get rid of that one. Yeah, and then it should update everything else, move me into the correct room, all that fun stuff. And it should basically treat it like a normal monster room at that point. Should. Hey, history, but I have 2 hours of it weekly. Ooh. That's rough. That's a lot of history. That's a lot of history to go through. It's miserable. I'm very sorry. But hopefully, it'll all be worth it in the end. I hope. I've got my fingers crossed for you. I've got them crossed. Dead Max Walking says, yo, welcome. Welcome, Dead Max Walking. How you doing? How is life? Hopefully, things are going well and you're holding up well in this crazy, crazy world that we call the world. I hope so. Doomed to repeat it as MFs be like. I mean, that's true. They do be like that. They do say that, and they do be like that. Okay, so we open the door. It should update the room. I should be able to go into the room, and it should change my mini-map icon from here to there. Or it could just break completely. That's an option too. That is an option too. What is happening? What is happening here? Okay. Move into the Floor Guardian room. Yeah. The floor guard, so if current room monster is greater than 0. Or animations turn off. Their location. Turn on B. So where is it actually updating the player icon? And you're just moving around. Up and down, but I am about to rebrand and finally lock in with some stuff I've been procrastinating. Nice! I mean, procrastination, totally understandable. No worries at all there, but glad you're going to be able to lock in and get some of that stuff done. Very nice. Rebranding to sound like a proper studio, not just some dude with a sketchbook at a computer, Lamau. Hey! There's nothing wrong with just sounding like some random dude with a sketchbook and a computer. Nothing wrong with that at all. That is awesome. You're going to be rebranding and making things sound even better. Absolutely fantastic. I love it. I love it. History, just remember this and that. The names there are not logical in biology or chemistry. At least the names are logical. I mean, that is a great point. That is a great point. There's not a whole lot of logic to history. Yeah. I'm terrible at history as well, so I don't envy you. I'll say that. I'll say that. But I believe in you. I do believe in you. And you're going to do great things. I promise. History's going to be fantastic, and you're going to remember it very greatly. You're going to be very happy with it. I promise. When all is said and done. So when does it actually update the player's icon? Turn on B. It's obviously not happening here. Move player icon. Okay, so it should do that. That's if B is on. If you're pressing up, move to the Floor Guardian. Turn off show dialogue. Turn on fighting mini-boss. Erase those pictures. Movement direction equals 3. So should I be taking that care of there, so that should be fine. Spawn mini-boss in mini-boss room. So, what if... Well... If the player's location is equal to the mini boss location. Which, would that be true at that point? If we're in that room, 100 should be equal to 523, yeah? Whoa, this is a crazy looking one. Not there. Okay, so room 13, which means we need to come down over to here. Wait. Oh, okay. I was like, this makes absolutely no sense. That would be why. That would be why. Okay, all right. So 100 is equal to 7. But then 523 is also equal to 7. Okay, all right. Open. History is actually very important. That's true. It is very important. How can we learn from the past if we don't know it's true? Well, I'm going to go. Bye-bye. Nick, I appreciate you being here. Hopefully you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. And yeah, good luck. Good luck with the history. I hope that it goes well. But Ink, that is an absolutely fantastic point. You got to know it if you don't want to repeat it. Yeah. And you can't learn it. You can't learn from it if you don't know it. So, if you move up. So this is correct. You are equal to 523. And if 71 is true... Okay, well, is 71 true? Yeah, that's true. Last condition is if 72 is false. 72 is false. Okay. Okay. Move into Floor Guardian. So turn off show dialogue. Turn on 142. Erases some pictures. Spawn mini boss in mini boss room. Yeah, so it's doing all of this. And then I'm assuming... 3, 5, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. Copy current room info. I guess we probably technically need player location +6, player Y +1, movement direction equals 3, turn on B, and then exit event process. So what if we, down here, we flash the screen? Again, that's the meta. That is the meta. Is it getting into that section there when we, you know, are in the mini boss room and try to move, or yeah, in the at the door and then move into the mini boss room? Okay, so we're at 45. We need to get to, so 18 is that. I believe would mean it's gonna flash white. Okay, we open the door. Now it should flash white if everything's working correctly again. But I thought. No flash of white, which means it is not getting through this spot right here. Did the username change go through? Did Did the username change go through? I am not quite sure what you're talking about. It's me, Max. Wait. Oh, you're meaning your username. Did your username go through? Is that what you're talking about? I was like, wait, was I changing my username? I was very confused. Okay, well, I am seeing Drop of Gallium Studio, so I am definitely seeing that. So I'm gonna say yes, I think it did go through. Well, that's pretty exciting. Very exciting stuff. Yeah, I know that Twitch can be a little bit of a pain to update usernames. So fantastic stuff. Congratulations on getting a new username. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I also absolutely love it. Drop of Gallium Studio is a great name. Love it. 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up for me. Yeah, fantastic stuff. How you doing? How is life? Hopefully things are going well for you. Glad to see it went through and not just on my end. No. I am seeing it. I'm seeing it in all its glory. It's even all the way up here in all of its glory. Fantastic stuff. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. Got that dog. Technically, you got that dogs in you. Because, you know, the studio. But I like that. That is funny. You do got that dog in you. And having the dog in you is half the battle. So, there you go. You have won at least half the battle at this point. What inspired the change? Just wanted to align with Drop of Gallium, or I'm assuming that's probably it. That's my assumption anyway. But it is good. I do like the name. It is a fantastic. Trying to think what's going to be best here. Like in terms of how we're going to figure out how we're not getting to the end. So we're obviously not getting down to here. So what part is it holding up? You open the door, that's when it should open up. Let me go through this here again. I know there's probably gonna be lots of bright flashes, and I apologize. It's the meta, all right? It's the meta to test and see. Okay, so we're in room 22. We need to get to there. Easy enough. Okay, so here's what we're wanting to test and check and make sure. So we need to be, to be able to move up, we need to be in one of these rooms. Currently, the room we are in, which is room 24. 24 layout is 2. Okay. If we open the door, it is now 12. And so then in here, it's saying if you are equal to 12. But if variable 93. Oh, that's why. I realized why it was not doing that. So there's another spot. So there's all the variables, right? So there's all these that hold these variables. Okay. So then I need to say, all right. So down over here, copy current room info. The room DB in. I think it'd be here. Add new room info from DB to current. Yes. So this one right here. This is where we... Oh my gosh. Freaking RPG Maker. Okay, so this is the layout then. What is happening? Jeez, I had to hit Alt for some reason. Okay, so we're setting 93 to equal 97. What's that? What's that? Okay. I think we should just need that line right there. It should then update based off of whatever happens here. So we can say / update new DB room layout to current room layout. So that is why it was not working. Because it was updating the database, but not updating the current room. And it's checking the current room to see what room you're currently in. So we should now then be able to, let's come over to, go here. Go. Okay, so if we open the door and then we try to move up, it should not roll the dice. That's all right. We're making progress though. That is progress made. Swift evasion skill shot. So if current room monster is greater than 1 or greater than 0, but we don't want this room to have the mini boss. Yeah, that is not what we want. We do not want to have the mini boss in that room. We want to have the mini boss in the other room. Let's say the mini boss spawn. Let's see, signing more official plus the pro tag of the Blue Moon Blades route of my webcomic is named Gallium, and I was going to name the game OST album A Drop of Gallium, like a piece of the main character and his journey. I like that. That is really cool. Well, yeah, absolutely fantastic name. Love it. Beautiful stuff. I gotta go off to reconfigure OBS. Good luck with that. I hope that goes well. Sometimes OBS can be an absolute pain, so I hope that it goes well for you. I will keep my fingers crossed, and I do appreciate you jumping in, and yeah, good luck, and hope have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. So, way more meaning behind it than my other username, and that happens, you know, with your first username, you're just kind of throwing something out there, but on the next one, then it starts to mean something, and I'm here for it. Beautiful. Okay. Copy that. Then need to say, spawn chest. Don't spawn things in spawn room. Don't spawn things in exit room. Don't spawn things in mini boss room. This is my third and final rebrand. Yeah, rebranding, it's a tricky one. Mostly just because it's like, if you do, like, you want to do rebranding if you come up with like a better idea, better designs, like whatever it is. Like, nothing wrong with that. But it is difficult because if you ever rebrand, anyone who is used to, usernames or color schemes or logos, anything like that, as soon as it's no longer there, a lot of people, it'll kind of be like they'll just not quite sure what's going on. Even if it's like a slow transition or it's like only a little bit here and there, it can change a lot. It's kind of crazy to think about. Like, even just like changing a color can be enough for some people to be like, what is this? Like, I don't recognize this thing. Get out of here. So yeah, so not necessarily a bad thing to rebrand. But I think if you are comfortable and happy with what you currently have, that's going to honestly be the best in the long run, because the longer people know the name, know the designs, know the logos, know the colors. It's going to help people recognize and be like, oh, yeah, that's this person doing this thing. So, yeah, I like that. I like that. Not bad at all. Okay, so maybe it's in here. Spawn monsters / items. Spawn nothing. Spawn item. Dice. Spawning traps. The holes on the first floor. Great room decoration. Room potentially spawn decor in exit. Change decor in mini boss room to be the door. Spawn mini boss in mini boss room. Here we go. Okay. What we need to do here. Wait. Spawn mini boss in mini boss room. We're setting 98 plus 53 times 4 equal -1. That actually set it to be -1? Mini boss spawn. So 48, so that'd be 42. So in room 42. Monster is -1. Huh. Started streaming like 1 year before pandemic, then a rebrand a couple years later, then another rebrand near the end, and then this is my final rebrand. I finally feel, I feel ready to finally just go for it now. Love it. I love it, and I'm here for it. And yeah, I've got my fingers crossed. I've got my fingers crossed. Yeah, it's a lot of big steps, and you have taken a lot of those big steps. So yeah, it is going to be absolutely fantastic. I promise. You just kind of keep going, keep sticking with it, and it's going to be great. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Let's see. Let us see. So it is equal to -1. I thought -1 meant like there was no monster. Was it in here that? Well, but then that would mean that over here, you're trying to move up. If the current room monster is greater than 0, then it just does the skill check. See, I don't know. I'm very confused on this. Here's the problem with all of this stuff, if I'm going to be completely honest. The biggest problem is that so much of it made sense while I was making it. Because I was just like kind of like trying to patch and piece things together. And now, like, if I'm like, oh, this doesn't make any sense, I'm going to change this. If I change it, it could very well break a lot of things. It's not ideal. So, as a current room monster equals -1. Open the door. If I try to go in, it's going to do the whole dice roll thing. But over here, it should say, if you try to move up, you're in the floor guardian room. That stuff. Current room monster is greater than 0. It's right here. It's literally right here. Spawn mini boss in mini boss room. 98 plus 523 times 4. Okay. Cool. We just want to say set variable So it's not 36. We're saying 98. Yeah. So we just want to say 98 plus 523 times 4. And it would just be plus 24, right? Because we just want to increase. So we just want to go up 6 rooms. Plus 24. Pretty sure? So then that means it shouldn't spawn the mini boss in that room. It shouldn't spawn it in like the room with the door. Okay. I can leave, I can move around, all that fun stuff. So if I open the door and if I try to go in, okay. We're making progress. So what's the issues here? The issues, we're showing the exit behind him, which I guess that's not even technically an issue because we do want that there because there is going to be this guy. I mean, there is going to be the portal back there. I think that's fine. A non-circular frame with mysterious glyph. Okay, so that one is also a problem. That is a problem. I believe if it's in here. Actually, I think it would be in here. Number 4. Glyphs, an odd circular frame. Yes. But I only want to do this. If the mini boss is defeated. Beat skill tree MB. So opened MB door. Mini boss dead. Okay, so we have that. I'm going to assume 72 is the one. If it's not, we got a problem. Show dialogue. You can cut that, put that in there. So if mini boss dead is on, then do that. Yeah. All right. Now it's a slowly but surely kind of thing, you know. That's kind of cool. 16. It's over here. We open the door. We go inside. Not showing that though. So maybe we actually do get rid of all of this, you know? Well, that's unfortunate. That's right. Because now technically that room is just a regular open door. Okay, that's a problem. That's a problem. Because we don't want to show the room, though. And that's the biggest issue there. Updating mini mouse. It's the exact same thing I was doing on the last stream. Updating mini map icons. Show decor. Show room and POV view. The rooms, the doors. Okay. So we need to just say We don't want to show the decor. Pedestal and orb. Pictures 2 and 4. That's what we're deleting down here, right? Oh. Well, that's what we were deleting down here. Okay. More animations. Erase those pictures. Show decor. I don't think we want to have decor in the mini boss room. We only want to do this if. What are the conditions? We need this to be we need to say if the location of the player if miniboss did. So if 72, so if switch 72 is on, game switches dot value 72 is true. Oh, 72 is equal to true. And game variables value 100. Well, we're wanting to show the room and the decor. Yeah, so if the player is not equal to .523 is the exit. Into the floor guardian room. Go mini boss. Over here. I guess it would be 97 plus 523 times 4. Does the exit have a location? Gotta, right? Gotta be the... Okay. It's gotta be this guy right here. 37. Okay. That's variable 36. Starting exit room. 13. Variable 13. Okay. Okay, so that actually makes it way easier. We're just going to say if player's location is not equal to 36.
Okay, wait. So we want to say if you are not in the mini boss room, so we also needed to show if okay, let's just say you show if your location is not equal to the exit location. Then show decor. Let's just see what happens there. I also needed to show decor after you have defeated the mini boss. We start moving around, we can see the decor is changing. Cool. I think if we come in here and we do the same thing, throw this in here and over quickly there. If take that if statement, then for showing the room, I just want to say if that, if that. So I think that should make it so if you then try to move into the exit room, wow, that is a long corridor. Try to move into the exit room, shouldn't allow it, or shouldn't show anything. I guess we would want to make sure we erase room, the decor. I don't think that's getting erased. I think that's what the issue is. It's getting erased. No, it's disabling, but not erasing. Yes, that's what the problem is. Which these would be image layers 2. Nope. Oh, yeah. You, show decor. You're 3. You're 2, 3, 4. In here. Does the transition. 2, 3, 4. That should erase all of those image layers, and then ordinarily it will just replace all of them. Or not. Or not. Okay, all right. So apparently not. I guess maybe we say if variable, so if 100 player's location equal to 36, which is the starting exit room, then do that. Okay. Making progress, slowly but surely. That should allow me. I need to fix this perk card screen. Little bugs every now and then. Okay, so all of that should be correct. Cool. Head up this way. Should be this room, yeah? Okay. Open the door and we head inside. It should erase everything else. Cool. And we don't want the pedestal to show either. We'll get that one figured out. In here, when it goes to show the pedestal, go to core, show pedestal and orb.
Oh, that's right. Because it's... Okay. What was the other? It's the switch for mini boss dead 72. That, if that, and if game switches dot value 72 equal to true. Then show the pedestal and the orb. That is an interesting split room. Go up to room 48, which I believe would be, so we go here. That's bizarre. I don't know why that would be the case. Okay, so we open that and then we head inside. Still showing the pedestal. Why? Why are you still showing the pedestal? Go to core, but that's only if that. You should only show 100 is equal to 809, and if 72 is equal to true, which means the floor guardian is dead. Show to core 11. I believe to core 11 should be pedestal. It is. Okay. Show room in POV view. Okay. For the new room, adding to quest in mini boss room. Okay, construct door. Showing monster. Monster, mini boss. Room MB. Ah. Oh, I've got a whole mini boss location here? Oh my gosh. Jeez. Okay, I should have been utilizing this. Fighting mini boss is on. Do all of this. I shouldn't actually technically need this then. I also shouldn't need... Oh my gosh. I wish I would have remembered that. Well, that answers what the issue was down here. Because I apparently did this one wrong. That's okay. Get rid of that, and then that should all be fine. Should all be good. Well, I do want to go back and test and make sure it is. So we need to go to room 39. Go. Okay, that's showing correctly. Awesome. Now let's go to rooms. We got 25, which means I believe be over here. Still kind of doing weird things there. We'll figure that out. So open the door, go through. Okay. Looking much better. So we got the floor now. We don't have the freaking all that other stuff. Okay, so I think at this point then, Okay, so we can't leave in any other direction, but we can go down to escape. Take a hit, we leave. Okay. At this point, we just need to then show the room again. Yeah, room 0. So show room in POV area. Why would that not be showing? You got you. And you. Show room in POV area. So if 95 is greater than or equal to 100. What is 95? Current room, item 1. I don't know why I have that set to that. I don't know what that if statement is all about. Okay. I think we do just want to show this anyway. Because technically we could just grab the down move. Just so confused what. So if the item is greater than 100, that's item 1, right? Room 0 decor. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, variables. So 95 is current room item 1. You're greater than or equal to 100. Now, item 1 are potions. Nothing else is less than that. Except for that. The Drip Advisor says, "Hey yo, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How's life? How are things going for you?" Wheels on my chair were very stiff there for a second. Trying to back up just a little bit and it wouldn't go. But yeah, welcome, welcome. It's just. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess I could set a whole just condition. It is being awful right now. I'm sorry. That's not good. You gotta call your ISP and be like, hey, I need better internet. Fix it. Fix the internet. One of those nights. No bueno. No bueno at all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that maybe it'll just be a small sporadic thing and maybe it'll all come back. Maybe. Unless, of course, it's been bad for the entire night for a extended amount of time, then that's really not good. That is very sad. I don't want to add a whole condition of like, oh, well, if you're leaving the room, especially here. Maybe we'll say you're greater than 100. What if we say or wait, so we're showing picture room 0 and door. Room 0 is just that guy. Then we're showing door. Are these guys? I mean, we already have an issue with showing an image. Somewhere it's showing images incorrectly. We go to here. Here. It's showing that, which should not be 8. The well-constructed wooden door. Wait a minute. It's also showing that. So that's what? That is showing things very incorrectly. 25. So room 25. Layout is 4, which should just be going to the right. But why is it showing an up and down? See a well-constructed door. Back and forth from within. Master actions, turn on 2. Set it to 2. If released, do that. Redraw the room layout. But it's a 9. How to be that guy? Currently setting it to 5. Oh my gosh. This is the problem with patching things together. Is it's just like there's so many weird little things that are now like one thing will override another thing, and I'm like I do not remember what was overriding what, where, and oh my gosh. This is not good. This is not good, everybody. My friend's been recommending cellular Wi-Fi recently. Gonna have a look into that. That's not a bad idea, actually. The internet barely behaved just enough for us to enjoy some supernatural. What the?
Welcome Yeto and your 2 amazing audience members.
Yeto, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome everyone. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Yeto, how did the stream go for you? Hopefully things went well. But it's so Drip Advisor was just long enough for you to enjoy some supernatural, but with the occasional hiccup. I mean, at least you're able to enjoy it. It sounds like it was enjoyable, regardless of the hiccups. But hopefully maybe whatever happens will make it better. Whether it's completely replacing it, or maybe they'll eventually fix it completely. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, Zieto, welcome. I do appreciate the raid, so thank you. Howdy stream was good. Figured out my issue with roofs, so now playing around with different placement methods. Nice. Yeah, it's always a good time when you can finally figure out the problem. I'm currently in the middle of trying to figure out a problem, and it is not going fantastically. But oh well. It is the life of the game, of the party, of the dev stuff. Yeah, good times. Anyway, yeah, welcome to Moonwood Tech. Actually, also, glad you're here. Oh, hey, Drip Advisor. Some Rendev, I thought you were asleep by now. I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were down and out for the count. We're getting so close. They're just like the tiniest little things. Tiny little things. I awaken for one more night of epic party. That's fair. That's a fair point. Always down for some good old partying. So what is happening? Well, there's that. That's good time. Oh, it's right here. Okay. But now that's fine. So why is it that it wasn't fine on the other? But then if I open the door, if I leave and come back, then it's going to be fine. Oh, visual glitches are so much fun. Okay, but then everything looks fine in here, right? And then when I leave, I needed to show the room again. What? Is it just the room? I think it's just the room I need to show again. So I guess at that point, all we would do is we would say, do we have an in? So the exit portal is activated. Mini boss is dead. Tomb of the obelisk. Exploring new rooms. In mini boss room. The player's location is equal to the mini boss spawn level. 523. I guess technically in here we could show the room again. So I guess snag a little bit of dish. Copy that down here. Regardless of that, we would just want to say script, show the picture. Whether the monster is dead or alive. See if that brings the room back. 28. So that means I think we had come over here. Yeah. Okay, but again, it's like oh no. I have severely broken something. Something is very severely broken. I do need to fix that. I think that's the problem here. But that is neither here nor there. I want to see now, if we open the door, then we head inside, erase everything, just show that guy. So if we, see, it's a blackjack. If we leave and come back, or if we just leave, it should bring the room back now, right? It was the hope anyway. So what? Fighting mini boss is off. Wait a minute, was it not showing the text at all then? That could also be a problem. Yeah, it's so the entire door system is completely broken now. What have I done? All right, open the door. Let's go through. And if I leave, does it turn on the dialogue again? It's not. Okay, that is a problem. I believe that issue is because fighting mini boss is off. Oh my gosh, why have I added so many weird conditions and else and ifs and I think I need to go through and like clean up a whole bunch of this stuff. Because again, like I said, there's like so many different just like little things that I've just kind of like patched together and I've been like, oh, well, I need to get this one little thing working here. So I'm just going to kind of patch it on right here, and oh well, now this thing's not working quite right, so let's kind of like, you know, kind of squeeze that thing in over here, and oh, now this thing needs to be added in, so let's kind of squeeze that in here, and just eventually over time it gets to the point where like you have all these tiny little things working together, and as soon as you change one little thing, it might break 2 or 3 other things, and so I go, okay, well, those 2 other things have broken, so let's kind of patch this in here and like shove that down in there to kind of get that fixed, and it's not good. So I think I need to go through, clean up some of this stuff, make sure that there are very specific, fine details on like, okay, this is what is making this happen. This is here, this is there. Yeah, whatever I've done, it has broken a few things. Like say, for example, showing the correct floor layout. It shows the right one here, you know, so I can go down and I can go right. It shows I can go down and I can go right. But if I come over here to this room, I should be able to go left, down, and right. Okay, that one's working. But then this one, it's not showing the door up here. And then now it's not working over here. No idea what's making it not update this thing anymore. Now it just like shows the same door the entire time. So there's some condition somewhere that is now blocking that from happening. So I just need to go in, I need to deep dive, just kind of see what systems are affecting what, where I can put stuff. And yeah, so I think probably the plan is I'm going to work on that. I'm going to try and work on it off stream a little bit, and then if not, maybe I'll come back with a fresh brain on the Thursday stream, because yeah, my brain is just about fried at this point. But on the bright side, we did get the floor guardian spawning working better now with the new random generation, which is fantastic, because that means that you should be able to actually enter a physical room that has the floor guardian, and then you should be able to leave that physical room and then be able to come back. Ignore the brokenness, but we are making progress. I swear we are making progress. It's gonna be great. I promise. But yeah, I think that's probably gonna be about it for me, because yeah, my brain is just like, okay, we're done. We're out. Oh well. I'm trying to take more sober days. Not supposed to have much already on my meds, and though my liver blood work isn't horrible yet, it is on a bad trajectory that might screw me later in life. Fair. Yeah, I would say if you are worried about that, you should probably not be drinking too much. Probably not a good thing to be doing at that point. Wait, let's see. Yeah, decided from going from a start and stop end to giving exact coordinates, much less fooling around. I like that. That is a good solution. That is really smart. Trying to survive with Xfinity tweaking. Freaking Xfinity. It's always the culprit. But yeah, definitely want to make sure that you're not going a little bit. Make sure you're not going overboard, is what I'm going to say, I suppose. I wonder why so many people on Steam are playing Bongo Cat. I don't know, but I can tell you this. When games like that come around, I'm always just like, why am I spending all this time making a game like this when I could just make a silly little meme game and just cross my fingers that it gets picked up by some streamer somewhere and then it gets crazy viral. Maybe I'll do that next. Maybe I'll just spend like, after Tomb of Vercilias, I'll just spend like 6 months just cranking out like game after game after game after game of just like meme games, and I'll see what happens. Who knows? Anyway, I appreciate you all being here. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evenings. Yeah. We're gonna get through this. It's gonna be great. And yeah, so should be a good time. We'll finish up with the floor guardian spawning on the next one. We'll get the whole everything fixed back to how it should be on the next one. And then we'll be able to finish up the skill tree, because we've made some progress. We need to make some better progress. And we're going to get there. It's going to be great. So anyway, I appreciate you all for being here. Thank you all so much. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evenings. And I will see you all on the Thursday stream. So till then, good luck, take care, and goodbye.